That's an eternity of basketball ahead of us. Another beautiful steal perpetrated by Todd White. The action continues. The let's go situation here. Alexei Deacon going up against a double team. Jeffrey Moore has open access to the bucket. What we saw from that normal replay of that last bit of action was Juan Fernandez actually wanting to dish off the against Master Jaworski. We're crossing the Twilight Zone. That's an eternity of basketball ahead of us.
Happy Friday, everyone. This is an eternity of basketball. We're part of the Globally Ballin Network. Another show on the network is Bukbang with Jojo Mariganot. Si Carmela Tunay ang kanyang guest sa episode 1. There's also Hang Time with Denise Delsay, latest episode with Kiefer Reyes. Check that out for some volleyball talk. All the shows on the Globally Ballin Network are on Spotify. Hang Time, Who the Heck Are We? Eternity of Basketball, the Globally Ballin podcast. Listen to them on Spotify anytime, anywhere. And you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel of Globally Ballin to watch all the past episodes of AEOB as well as on Spotify. So lahat mapapanood nyo, mapapakinggan nyo sa lahat ng mga yan. And this is new. These are the most trending episodes on YouTube for AEOB episodes. Yoyoy Villamin has climbed to number 1. And this is in the past 30 days. Juan Fernandez, Willie Tanduyan, last week's guest, andyan na sa number 3. And then you see Abatuan, Cesar, Camus, Fabiosa, Yuli Rodriguez, Boggs, and Adonis Tierra. Yan ang top 10 trending episodes. Follow us on social media. Linktree/Globally Ballin. That's what you need for easy access to the rest of those things I just mentioned. And then, of course, we thank Cuts Apparel PH at Cuts Apparel for customized company uniforms. You'll see that on me and on Noel Zarate right now. So I'm here together with Sid Ventura and Noel Zarate. And this is a rare Friday edition ng AEOB. We had to adjust our schedule because kailangan maging guest na sa show natin, ang guest natin sa araw na ito. They called him the Spitfire, the Baby Dynamite, diba? And he was clutch. I mean, he was hitting big shots towards the end of the game. It's in his genes, basketball greatness, andyan yan. And so let's bring him in already. Without further ado, Ernesto, Joey Loyzaga, all the way from Sydney, down under. He's with us today. Good day, mate. Welcome to our show.
Good day, mate.
Welcome.
Nakamute ba si Joey?
Hindi, salamat that you're finally here, Joey. We got you on the show, finally.
Nakamute ba ako?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for inviting me. I'm very much humbled and grateful for inviting me to guest on your show. Salamat po. And thank you, Charlie, Noel, and Sid. Maraming salamat.
So
Thank
you're
you.
here already.
Thank you
It's
for
kind
accepting
of
our
crazy, Joe. It's kind of crazy for us to ask you this question. Obviously, you're the son of Caloy Loyzaga. You're the brother of Chito. But how did you get interested in basketball? How did you start? When did you decide that this is my sport? Also,
Actually, I had more parang mas gusto ko yung football noon.
okay.
When I was in grade school and then coming to high school, though I was also playing basketball, but I was so much involved in football. And then come high school, Chito was able to make the NCAA football, but I wasn't able to because there was a clash between my football coach and Coach Ato.
Okay.
So they made me
clash
come
yun?
on,
Anong clash?
decide. Because he wants me to play in football. He wants me also. Coach Ato wants me to play in basketball, and the conflict of time. See,
yeah.
so I have to choose one.
Yeah.
But I ended up with Coach Ato.
Quickly lang, Joey, you mentioned Chito was also a football player.
Yes, NCAA.
Yes,
San Beda.
Anong positions niyong dalawa? Imagine fullback o ano niyo doon?
Si
Joey
Chit yata
forward.
fullback tsaka minsan forward.
Okay. Fullback and forward siya.
Mm.
What about you? Ano yung position mo noon?
Forward.
Forward din. Okay.
Mm.
Must have been
Pero
quite
that's
exciting.
it. I ended up basketball.
Okay. So you ended up basketball. How old were you then? When basketball became like your main sport already? Was it high school ka na noon?
Yeah, high school. San
Then you
Beda.
played for Coach Ato already.
Yeah.
Doon ka na.
Ano
So,
naman
tuloy
ang
Coach Ato,
anecdotes
no?
mo from Coach Ato? Because we were able to do an entire episode about Coach Ato. Hindi ka na namin nasama doon. But what are your anecdotes? What are your memories about Coach Ato nung nandun ka sa
He
kanya?
he had a strong voice. He can be heard
Oh,
from the other building, from the court to the other building. he had a strong voice, echoing voice. But I heard he passed and everything. Wow, so sad. He was a good man.
Yeah.
Hindi ka naman sinabon or anything like that.
Oh, ngayon na. I was gonna
I-
say, nasigawan ka ba ni Coach Ato ever?
Not really, not really. I can't recall na nasigawan ako or he got mad at me. Maybe the farthest thing is when he's teaching me or saying something to me sa court ba. He had a loud voice, but to be scolded upon or to be told, nah, I don't recall anything. I was a good boy then.
Bata pa.
Disclaimer ka agad. I was a good boy then.
Willing to learn.
Yeah. Well, you played with some great guys.
Like na, yeah.
Sige, go.
Sorry,
Noel,
go
go.
ahead, Charlie. No, my
No,
question is,
go,
what was
go.
it like what was it like growing up in a basketball shadow of the great Caloy Loyzaga and of course yung kuya mo, si Chito Loyzaga? I mean, what was it like in that basketball group na silang dalawa? What was it like for you?
Actually, it was more on my dad's. I respected dad so much that he didn't even put any junior among his sons. Kasi at the end, people will always compare us to the dad, to the father.
Of course.
So, yun lang ang masasabi ko what he did for us. And he brought us to different sports para makaiwas sa basketball.
Okay.
Kaming dalawa ni Chito yun.
Okay.
So, but still, we ended up in the basketball.
We asked this question of Chito when he also guested. What age did you start realizing that your dad was a popular person?
The big difference.
And to understate the matter.
Siguro ako grade school grade school pero hindi talaga pumapasok sa akin talaga yon. Later on na mga high school na tapos college, wow, bigat ni dad pala. You know, grabe, sabi ko, pambira. So when people ask us about comparing us to the dad, I always answer them like, look, we are just continuing what he has done. I cannot reach what he has accomplished.
No, I don't think anyone can.
So we're just continuing for the love of the sport and the love of basketball. We just love to play and continuing what he left.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Si King Caloy ba nung you're playing for Ato Badulato with the Red Cubs, and eventually you moved up to the seniors, no, sa Red Lions. Would he, obviously you have Coach Ato nga, and then whoever your coach was in college, would he also coach you before games, after games? He'll say, oh, sama ng laro mo kanina, hindi ka dumidepensa, ganyan, or whatever. Would he do that?
He never told me that masama ang laro ko or what. He just corrects me. Sometimes, syempre, bata ka, you just keep on going, running around and around. Wala kang maturity ba? Wala kang parang, you're not thinking. All you do is run and run and run. So, sinasabi niya sa akin, no, iho, you have to think. You have to think also. Pero never did he say, masama ang laro mo. He always was there to uplift you, and give you the thought of, play with your head, play with your mind, and then with your speed or whatever compensates with each other, he will be doing good.
Okay.
May tanong lang ako, sidetrack lang because I've noticed now. Actually, I'm also Ernesto. So are you. We're both Ernesto.
Whoa.
No? I just wonder where Joey came from. Yeah. Ako junior ako. Junior ako ng tatay ko. Pero you're obviously not a junior. Where did Joey come from with a name like Ernesto?
Okay. It's a long one. So my full name, though I don't use it, sa passport ko, Ernesto lang. Ernesto Loyzaga. So my full name is Ernesto Jose Francisco.
Yun.
Ernesto
Okay.
Jose Francisco Cuerva Loyzaga.
Yes.
Yes.
So doon galing yung Joey dun sa Jose.
Oh, okay. Yung
Ang
Joaquin,
dami kasi-
saan galing yung Chito ng Joaquin?
Iyon, hindi ko na, kasi alam ko rin si Chito, may Jose din eh. Because the Jose is very much in the Loyzaga. Maraming Loyzaga na Jose.
Okay.
So, parang continuing lang kami.
Yeah.
Okay, doon pala galing yung Joey.
Yes. Si Chito, Joaquin, Jose rin yata eh.
But you were
Pero
talking about
Chito.
nicknames. We talk about nicknames. You're Joey, because of Jose. Then there's another nickname that people call you growing up. You told me this before, and even my dad calls you that. Russo. How did you get?
Yes.
How did you get to be called Russo?
During yung mga contemporary ni Dad kasi, so I was a kid then. So I had crew cut hair and very white. Para akong Russian. Kaya Russo.
Okay.
Russo is in Spanish eh. Russo. Russian.
Yes.
So all the contemporaries of Dad were calling me that name.
Yeah.
Russo. Eh, si Russo. Ganyan ba? Sabi ko, so yun na naka-trademark
So
yun.
yung
Russo.
Espanyol naging Russo.
Yes. Correct. Very correct. 100%.
Diba? Okay, that's great.
When
What
you
made
were
you
growing
decide
up-
to stay with the Red?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Charlie. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, what made you decide to stay? What made you decide to stay with the Red Lions? Kasi maraming from Red Cubs umaalis. Ikaw, you stayed.
Actually, Brother Charlie, Mike and I were given the chance to try out for LaSalle. And I think we passed the grade. And then later on, kinausap din kami ng Beda. So Mike Advani and I decided to stay with Beda.
Okay.
But the offer was there and everything with LaSalle. But I guess the Red Lion spirits remains.
Right. Sige, Noel.
Well, of course, that's because, Loyzaga in San Beda, parang synonymous na rin eh.
Yeah, especially dad kasi.
Yes,
Si Dad
definitely.
nagsimula.
Yeah.
So,
The greatest red lion of all time.
thank you, Brother
Kaya nga,
Sid.
kaya
Thank
nga.
you.
Oh,
Oo.
yeah, without a doubt.
Yung my question was besides Caloy Loyzaga and Chito Loyzaga, were there any basketball influences in your early years, in your formative years in the sport?
Hmm.
Sino mga idol mo? Who would you
Oh,
make gaya?
okay. First of all, when I was 10, 11, 12, I used to watch Mika
Mhm.
with my dad. He always brought me with him. And then I'm a big Eco fan. And I used to look up to Freddie Webb.
Mhm.
Freddie
Ah,
Webb.
okay.
Tapos, and then when they later on na, yung medyo nag-PBA na sila, they were, tatlo na sila, si Rene Canen and Mike Bilbao. Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Pero when I was, yung Mika pa sila, pag nanonood ako ng game, wow, talagang tulala ako. You know, nandun na sila Jaworski and everything, pero Freddie Webb ako. And when they all gather out after the game, I used to go up to him and kiss him pa.
Tito Freddy, I'm sure.
Tito Freddy. Freddie Webb. Talagang I really enjoyed watching him. He was really something else.
Oh, if that,
You know,
if Freddie Webb
Wag
is
kang
the guy you
pipikit
were
eh.
watching, that's the reason. That's the reason you were running around because you were doing a Freddie Webb. That's what Freddie Webb would do. He'd be running running.
Number 14 pa.
Yan yung laro
Number
niya
4
talaga eh.
p.
Tama na ba?
Break Freddy nga.
Oh dear. It was, pero Eco before, yung Mika, ang ganda panoorin talaga. Fantastic. Basketball noon, iba. Iba talaga. And then there's this guy, I can't remember his name, when before the game starts, he's the big voice there shouting, "Animo Eco!" Remember that, Brother Charlie? Animo Eco!
Yes,
Wow,
I think
sabi
that's
ko, wow.
yun yung tauhan nila nila Coach Freddy yan eh. Si Jolens yata yun eh. Yung one of his guys.
Jolens came in later on.
Later na.
Later
okay.
on already.
No guy
yeah.
before that. Okay.
Oo, Eco Tanduay na si si Jolens. Pero ito, Eco Mika.
Sumisigaw na.
Oo.
Okay.
May mga ganun na pala dati pa, no? Yung mga fans.
Yes.
Mga fans na walang ginawa kundi sumigaw ng team name.
Yes.
The whole game.
Ganda. And I enjoyed
May
basketball.
question lang ako, Joey. Kasi usually it's like, and this is true for a lot of people. Usually the third person who tries to get into something where his father and his big brother were successful in, parang nag-aalangan na eh. Tutuloy ba ako dito eh? Ang lupit na nung airpot, ang lupit na ni Kuya. Ako rin ba magbabasketball? Did you ever think of doing something else other than basketball because medyo established na yung Caloy at saka yung Chito?
No, I just really wanted to be playing basketball. Yun ang ko talaga. Nasa high school, college ako. I hope one day I'll be in the PBA, something like that. Yun ang dream ko noon. Yeah. And
how did
salamat sa Diyos natuloy naman.
Yeah, how did San Beda do during your time, your juniors and your seniors days? How were the performances of your teams?
Alam mo, Charlito, yung third year yata ako, second year, hindi ako kinuha ni Ato. I was put sa parang ibang liga. So sabi ko, wow, hindi ako kinuha ni Ato for juniors NCAA. Hindi ako kinuha. Well, I think tama yung ginawa niya because it made me strive to work harder at the same time, mature. And then pagdating ng third year, he got me. He got me sa juniors. And then, pagdating ng fourth year, nag-champion kami. Pero it was really, that batch of mine, yung kay Ato, I think in fourth year ko, we never lost a game. Larong labas o mga pumupunta sa gym ng San Beda to play against us. We never lost a game, a practice game or what. Tapos pagdating sa tournament proper, we did not we did a sweep. So,
Ito nga, sabi ni Peter Lopez,
ni
14-0 daw kayo.
Pete!
Oh.
Yeah.
14-0
So-
nga raw kayo nun, NCAA season 54.
Wow. See that? So, wow. It was something else yung ano ni Ato talaga. Talaga naman. Pero my teammates were, puro ano yun ha, puro Beda yun. Walang mga recruit.
Oo nga. Puro ika nga homegrown. They're all homegrown.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well,
Mer-
this early watching the show are some of your former mga former PBA players. Django Arce is watching, si Aldo Perez is watching.
Wow,
Pat
Aldo.
Codinera. Pat
Django.
Codinera is
Oy,
watching.
Pat.
Ben Obrique.
Is Pat
watching also.
in America, I think?
I don't know actually. Pat, where are you? Please let us know. Paki-post, mag-comment ka kung nasaan ka. Hinahanap
Hi,
ka ni
Aldo,
Joey.
Pat.
Diba?
Thank you
And
for
then,
watching.
And referee
Baile
Baile
Desma.
Desma, he said that you never complained daw.
Bye.
Good morning, ha? Mabait yan. Never complains sa officiating. Ganun, ha?
I always
Fair.
give my respects to the officiating people.
Bernie De
The
Jos is
referee.
also watching.
Bernie De Jos, nanonood din.
Oh, Mang Bernie. Puro America na yata din sila eh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, no. Well, si Bernie, yes. But si Sir Bai is in
Hello,
town.
Ben.
They were our guests
Oh, good.
not too long ago.
Hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you for your kind words.
Pero, Joey, eventually, after a couple of years in San Beda, you transferred to Arellano. And,
Yeah, after-
you had success there in Arellano. How did that happen? Bakit nangyari yun?
I felt parang bumaba ang loob ko noon dahil na-postpone yung NCAA noon, nahinto. But I wanted to continue playing because I was very much in a good shape. So I stopped competing 1981, and then come 1982, kasi yung manager namin ng San Beda, si Mr. Peter Cayco at saka si Bubut Cayco, are the owners of Arellano.
Yes.
All right, Arellano University. So after that, they talked to me to in 1982 na that they're joining leagues and everything, if I can go there with them. And some other players also from San Beda went there.
Sino?
So, I think Jojo Guzman, Ramon Cui, I can't recall any much more.
Mabigat
But,
din yun, ha?
Yeah, pero it also broke my heart when we played against, I think National Seniors yun, we played against San Beda and we beat San Beda. Tapos ako pa ang highest pointer nun, sabi ko. At the same time, hindi ko masikmura rin eh. I'm playing against my former.
Medyo conflicting
How it is.
emotions ka siguro nun. Ano?
Oh, yeah. I was really...
Bittersweet yan, bittersweet.
Pagdating kong bahay, iho, sabi ni Dad, kamusta? How are you? Why are you looking like, you're so undecided of things? Wala naman, Dad. Medyo, we won the game, yes, but I played against San Beda. Sakit. Masakit din.
Well,
So, pa yung
speaking of San
mamatay
Beda,
talaga.
no? Speaking of San Beda, balik lang tayo, may comment dito si Ding Magadia.
Si Ding, yes.
Yeah, Joey, maliit lang yung ring sa San Beda, no? Kinakwento ito ng mga guests namin from San Beda before. And you hit 114 straight free throws daw from that ring. Isa, ano?
I don't know the multiplication of the brother Ding.
Pero nakalagay dito pag
ginugutom
tumira
lang
sa
si
labas.
brother Ding.
Sumisigaw ka raw ng Jess. Pag tumira sa labas, sumisigaw ng Jess. Pasok yan, sigurado. President Rizal Memorial.
But really, that ring really improved all of us sa mga shooting namin, sa free throws namin. Eksakto lang ang bola eh. Kaya when LaSalle visits us and we play an exhibition game, hindi sila manalo, hindi sila makashoot ng mabuti. Kami,
Binakap ni Peter Lopez yun. Sinabi rin niya 114 straight free throws ka daw.
Wow.
Yeah,
Medyo legendary yung kwento.
legend. Apparently, alam nila yung kwento na yan. So, 114 talaga.
14 na naman.
Sakto, 14. May 14 pa eh. No? Coincidentally.
114. Ano yan? Ang tawag dyan, Joey, dumlaw level yan eh. Yung
Wow.
114.
Si Mr. Dumlao. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Well, baka nga, ano, kasi, di ba,
Early
naman,
80s, si Mr. Dumlao. Is he still alive?
I'm not sure.
Hindi
I'm
ko
not
alam.
sure.
Wow.
Ano yun, Sid?
But
May
I'm
sinabi ka?
sure.
Hindi, naalala nyo, kinakwento ni Coach E a couple of weeks ago na si Coach Atos one of the first to keep statistics during practices.
Correct, yes.
So, malamang nakalista talaga yun.
Oh,
yung 114
nakalista yung 114 straight na yan.
straight free
Yung
throws
stats
mo.
na yan.
Hindi siya haka-haka lang, di ba?
Yeah.
May ebidensya talaga.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, kahit anong size ng ring, kahit yung regulation size, 114 straight free throws is already
Of course.
amazing.
Oo
That's
naman.
impressive.
Lalo na yung maliit na ring.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Gumaling
si
nga.
Joey pag pumupunta sa mga arcade, yung di ba yung maliit na bola doon yung I'm sure you crushed that game.
Yeah.
I once went, pero kasama ko si Don, si Chito, si Mike. Doon sa may ano yun sa may Ortigas Wow. Ginebra pa kami. Wow. Sali kami ng basketball doon sa
arcade.
Arcade yes.
So ikaw
payanig sa Pasig. Baka yung payanig sa
payanig.
Pasig.
Walang payanig sa Pasig.
Baka yun nga. Baka yun nga.
Hindi, sino kasama mo
just
doon?
around.
Chito,
Don, Mike. I think
At
Dante
Manny.
also was there.
Ay, ikaw nga panalo doon.
Ikaw na yun. Doon sa mga yung sinabi mo,
Wala na.
ikaw ang panalo doon.
Oo.
Wow.
Oo.
Maliliit din ang ring doon.
Oo, yun.
Oo, talaga. Yun yung sakto talaga, right?
Grabe.
Walang practice doon Di ba? Walang practice shot.
Wala, game ka agad. 5 piso ka agad doon, 3 tira.
Pero really, Mr. Ding Magaja still remembers that. It's like, wow.
Actually, I think legendary yung kwentong yan about the 114 free throws because it's been mentioned already also
mentioned
before.
a couple of times. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So from Arellano, what was the next step in your basketball evolution? Did you go
National
straight
team
to,
na ako noon.
National team na, okay.
1982.
Okay.
1982.
How did that, kamusta yun?
Asian Games. Under Coach Nat Canson, Coach Eddie Reyes, and Coach Larry Albano.
Okay.
Gano'n na kami. Asian Games, New Delhi.
Okay.
That was my first time, no? Hindi ako nakuha sa youth under Coach Jacobs, 1982 yun Hindi ako nakuha sa youth.
Did you try out?
Oo. Tapos he ended up getting all yung mga Lasal players nga So, and then came up the national team for Asian basketball. Si Coach Nat Canson was the one handling it, was our coach, and he got me for the team. Actually, I think I was the youngest then.
Okay.
Funny, that was my first tournament, Asian, and that was also the first tournament of my dad, 1951, New Delhi, Asian. Pero sila champion, kami fourth place.
Pero ang galing, pareho pang New Delhi.
Pareho pang New Delhi.
Galing.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but we've heard so many stories from past guests, about that New Delhi kasi marami na ring mga teammates mo doon. How did that go? I mean, syempre you're playing against guys you didn't really play with before. You played against them. Now you're all friends. You're traveling together. May mga kwento yan, I'm sure. I mean, Onchi had crazy stories. Willie Pearson had nice stories as well. So what are your stories about that experience of the RB team?
Well, si Onchi, walang gustong tumabi dyan kung hindi ako. Magyayabang na ako. Kami and Onchi were okay. I understand Onchi where he's coming from. Kasi alam mo naman si Onchi pagdating sa court talaga naman. Kasagasaan ka talaga ni Onchi. But Onchi talagang naiintindihan ko siya. That's why I will really spend my time, being with him. And at the same time, parang he's my pal, he's my mate. I understand when it's, ang daming games na parati niya akong tinitira, lalo na yung PBA na kami. Yung Tanduay Ginebra. Oh my gosh. No. Tanduay Ginebra.
Yeah.
Harap-harapan yung Fernandez time and Coach time, Jaworski time.
Yeah.
1987. Talaga naman, harap-harapan kami ni Onchi. Talagang titirahin niya talaga ako. Unahin niya ako ng paa. Pag mag-jump shot ako, unahin niya pagbagsak ko, tapilok ako and everything. Foul siya, no? Tatawagan siyang foul. Pero that's nothing. Dahil pagdating sa labas, pare, sorry At nagawan kita. Ganun lang, casual. You know,
Kaibigan mo na yan sa lagay na yan, ha?
Yes. Yes. Onchi, he's like that. Ganun lang talaga.
May sinasabi si Vice, si Tito Varela. Ano sinasabi ni Tito Varela just now? We missed the
Tito.
comment
Yeah, ito.
ayan.
Joey, natatanda mo ba yung magkasama tayo ng tirahan sa Cebu? San Beda at UE. Kung paano tayo ... ng mga Cebuano. I don't know what the ... I want to know what the ... means, eh. What does Tito, Sir Tito say? Si Vice.
Wow, I don't
Magkasama
remember
daw kayo
this.
dati.
Magkasama raw kayo sa Cebu. UE tsaka San Beda, magkasama raw. Ano kaya yan? Tsaka hindi ba dapat ng mga Cebuana? Di ba dapat Cebuana yata yung sa dulo? Hindi ko alam. Pero
Why not?
Bookingan na.
all I remember, I will not forget because when my dad used to bring me to the tournaments, isang national senior game yun eh. He brought me, come Iho, you come with me. I want you to look at this guy. He plays good. And that was Tito Varela. UE siya nun eh. Siya, UE, and then there's Karudi Distrito in that team. Pero he brought me to watch Tito Varela. Hindi ko makalimutan yun.
Yun na.
That. At saka isa pa, yung 1982 Asian Youth. Daddy also brought me to watch the championship yata ng youth just to watch Atoy ko. He told me, you watch Atoy ko. Yeah.
82?
1982. 72. Sorry.
72, okay.
72.
Kasi 82, panunoorin mo doon si Hector Calma eh.
Si
Hector Calma na yan.
I watched that game, the championship game. I watched that. Yeah. Beside me was Francis Arnaiz.
Wow.
Nandun kami sa harap. Si Dad, ako, tapos si Kiko. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
1982.
No, but so does that mean that roommate mo si Onchi during this RP team?
No, he wasn't my roommate.
Oh, so who was it?
He
And who were
wasn't
your
my-
other close buddies there?
Willie Pearson, Dante Gonzalgo, Elmer Reyes. Elmer Reyes, 1983 na. SIA Games. Because 82, he was with the RP Youth. Eh. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Ano ba nandun? Sunny
1982, Jay Ramirez, Temgain Kaiko, mga Arellano teammates ko yon. So, tapos nalagay kami sa Asian basketball under Coach Nat. Yeah. So
So who was your
Well,
roommate
see-
there? Do you
I
recall?
think it was in 1982. I think it was Pearson, eh.
Here's
Because
William.
when Onchi broke the toilet bowl,
Yun nga gusto ko malaman. Toilet bowl na yan eh.
Oo nga.
si Onchi kasi, pare, ano muna ako dito? Uupo muna ako dito, ah. Sabi ko, sige, Brad, walang problema. Bumigay. Bumigay ang upuan, Brad.
Toilet bowl.
Well, everything was
Buong building daw naapektuhan dahil doon sa pagbigay ng toilet na yun, di ba? Parang
iba talaga, and it was in a room. So sabi ko, wow. So I think we were transferred to another room, but Onchi left a mark there.
literal eh, no? No.
You
Kasi
know.
we're reminiscing already. We're going back in time, but you know, Sid prepared a bunch of photos for you.
Ton of,
Oh.
yeah.
So we'll go through them
Thank you.
para sabay na natin. This is called Time Capsule. It's brought to us by
Oh,
Boss
wow.
Guapo Cars. All fresh pre-owned cars available for cash and financing. You see the numbers on your screen. If you need anything sa mga kotse, Time Capsule is the place to go. Thank you, Time Capsule. Oh, so
Thank you.
sorry, Boss
Yung
Guapo
Boss
Cars pala.
Guapo Cars, yeah.
So time capsule lang
Mhm.
ano. So let's go. First slide na tayo. Let's go to the first slide and we'll go along.
Yan,
I'm
ang
sure
number
this is
na
arranged in
malaki.
a particular order.
Surprise!
Oo nga, kaya nga eh. Okay, Mo, what's the first slide already na nasa listahan natin? I think we have a bunch eh. Ayan, look at this little boy.
dear.
Grabe naman yan.
Charlito, this is Eco Mini.
Okay.
Wow.
There was a league before the real Eco Mika teams play. Kami parang preliminary.
Yeah.
Eco Mini.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cute naman yan.
And this man beside me, this boy, is the son of Tito Ed Ocampo.
Oh, si Eddie Boy ba yan or si Mickey?
Mickey.
That's Mickey, okay.
This Mickey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the picture of the team. I just send it to you next time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yung
It
buong
does
team
look
na
like
yan.
Mickey.
Wow.
Okay. Si Eddie Boy watches our show often as well, no? But okay, so mga anak pala ng mga Eco Legends yan.
Yeah.
You're what,
Also
10 years
the
old
son
here?
of Bonnie Carbonell Tito Bonnie was also included. And then the brother of my mom was also included. Puro mga lang talaga family. They didn't care about, the outcome of the game. Gusto nila yung makasama yung mga anak nila sa team.
How old were you here? 10 years old, mga ganon?
Around that siguro. Around that.
Diba? So these are the beginnings, ha? The beginnings of the legend. Yan. Di ba?
Yeah.
Forma pa lang, ayan na eh. Papunta na dun eh. Oh.
Oh dear. Well, excuse me, number 14 pa rin.
Yun na nga eh.
That's because of Freddie Webb.
Not because of Caloy
Not because of
Loyzaga.
Caloy Loyzaga.
No. Freddie Webb ako nun eh. Idol ko siya. Sorry to say idol.
When we found this photo, sabi ko, kailangan isama ito eh. Kasi tinan mo naman yan, di ba? That's one of the
Pero
earliest
priceless.
photos. Pinakabata nung pinakita natin na photo rito, yan na yun eh. In our 117th episode na natin, that's the youngest of any guest that we've had.
Wow. Thank you.
Diba?
Beautiful. Memories.
Where was this? This was Araneta? Is that Araneta?
No, Rizal. Remember,
Rizal.
look at the shot clock here. Look at that round thing there.
Yeah.
That is Rizal Memorial, as I recall.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. So yung VIP box na upuan yan.
See?
So ganun pa lang dati, ganun nakabagal yung ventilador doon. Di ba? Sa Rizal, ang bagal ng ventilador.
Oh yes, wala na.
Yan pa lang, ganun na rin.
Punong-puno na ng alikabok yun eh.
Yung bagal.
Galing yung photo na yan. I should send that.
Nice,
Papadala ko kay
nostalgic
Mickey yan.
talaga. Wow.
Dito si Mickey pala yan.
Mickey, this is Mickey. Wow.
Inaaral na niya yung form eh. Ganito pala ang form ng mga Loyzaga.
Oo nga eh. That's great. Okay,
Wow.
what was
Next
your position, Joey, when you were in high school, college? Were you a
Guard.
guard? Off guard.
Off guard.
guard.
Si
Boss,
Mike
you're
ang
a boss.
point guard ko eh. Si Mike.
Yeah.
Tapos ako off niya. Number 2 ako sa kanya.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. Sige. Okay, next photo na, guys.
Yeah.
Boss, parang sarap tingnan ng photo. Cute talaga ni Joey.
Oh dear.
Ito
How about
nasa
this one?
kaliwa. Ito nasa kaliwa, talagang ikaw yung taga-screen,
Trying to defend my brother.
One-on-one to in the backyard.
Ano yan? Tapos nanonood
Yes,
pa si
the backyard.
King Caloy. Naku, pressure.
Ako si pressure talaga.
Take us back in time to yung mga one-on-one nyo sa backyard na nanonood si Airpods. What was that like?
Actually, wala kami masyadong one-on-one ni Chito eh. It was more on dad when I usually practice by myself, and then he sees me, he teaches me. He comes out and he tells me some pointers for the game. To go offensively, to position yourself, do some moves. Yun ang ni dad parati sa amin nun. Sa akin lalo na. So inuturo rin niya sa akin yung hook shot and everything, yung kanyang under.
Yung hook shot mo, kuha mo yun eh. That's one of your shots in the paint.
Ano niya sa akin,
Chito,
just to be
si Chito nung naglalaro, never ko nakita yung hook shot. Kay Joey ko lang nakita yung hook shot.
Yeah.
Diba?
Dad used to
Anong age
teach
gap
me.
yun ni Chito? How much older is he?
Charlito, there was a boy before me that passed.
Okay.
Oh,
So it
okay.
was Chito and then this boy.
Mhm.
2 weeks yata. 2 weeks, blue
Okay.
baby or something they call it, something like that.
Yeah.
So, pas namatay, tapos sumunod ako. Lumabas ako next time. So, may pagitan sa amin na lalaki din.
Mhm.
Mm.
So it's about
So,
it's a 2 year,
Chito is
3 year gap.
58. Ako, 61. So,
3 year
3
gap.
years. 3 years.
Oo.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, may legend na nanonood, oh.
Oy! Ka-Bernie! Bernie Fab.
Yan ang mahirap
Fabulous.
pantayan. Yan ang mahirap pantayan, yung Bernie Fabiosa.
Yan ang kangkarot talaga na
Yeah.
if you're gonna take your eyes off the ball, nawala na yung bola.
Oo.
Ang bilis.
Yes.
Ang bilis ni
Sultan of
Bernie
swipe,
Fab nun. Oh my gosh.
This
When I
photo on
used
the
to
right,
watch him
really
sa
nice.
Chris pa.
Ganda ng photo na to sa kanan, eh.
Yeah.
Kasi ano na kayo, eh. Big boys na kayo noon.
Yes,
Still
big
there
boys
with
na
your dad.
kami. Yes. Chito was already with great taste and I was starting with the San Miguel, with Gold Eagle and San Miguel. Yeah.
Right.
They did an interview for us. Tapos nandiyan si Dad eh. So,
Oo.
wow. Miss Dad.
And the best thing about that photo on the right is what it says on the shirt of Joey.
Ano
I
kasi
do
yan
it
eh?
nightly. I do it nightly.
Ano yan kasi? T-shirt yan ng ano, t-shirt ni Louis Y yan eh. Ni Louis Ismael eh, sa kanyang
okay.
disco eh. I do it
Okay.
nightly. Binigay niya sa akin. Sabi ko, okay, thank you.
Kung si Tito Louie yan, may double meaning yan. Pero sige.
Oh, no. I
It
do it
started
nightly.
out kasi sa PBA dati na magkalabang kayo ni Chito eh. Eventually na kayo naging magkakampi sa Ginebra. But when your parents would be watching the game, so paano yan? Asan sila umuupo doon? Sa kung dapat gitna sila. Oo.
Dad was always in the middle. Dad was always in the middle. And he doesn't say anything, but he talks a lot after the game. When we're at home and things like that. But he doesn't say much when on the game. Pagka kami dalawa naglalaro against each other. You know. Pero that is reserved pagka naglalaro kami dalawa against each other. Pero pagdating sa bahay, ayan na. na.
One of your idols is greeting you, oh. Good-looking Russo.
Ay, Tito Rene. Oh, well.
Yeah, yan yung isa sa mga nag-comment kaagad nung nalaman yung Joey Loyzaga would be our guest eh. So,
Sabi ko si Russo.
Oh, exactly.
Wow.
that's a great photo. What's our next one?
It's a great photo.
Yep. Great couple of photos. So here's the team.
Oh, no.
1978 National Students in Basketball Champions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
May kita pa ba natin kung sino yung mga participants niyan?
Yes,
si
Benjo
Mike.
Navarro. What's that? Rami Abad? Rami
Abad.
Yeah.
Bliss Kuna.
Yeah, that's your cousin, right?
My uncle.
Talaga?
Oh.
Your uncle? Ano?
Pinsan ni Erpat yan.
Rene
Orosa.
Orosa, that's right.
Orosa, yeah.
Yeah, Jackie Romero.
Jackie.
Banjo
Lazaro.
Lazaro, yeah.
Ito mga foreign names, eh. Ano to? Jigs. Bragendal.
Jigs Bragendal.
Yeah. Tapos Gabi Lim.
And then of course si
Mike
Kadani, Captain Ball.
Yeah.
And Mr. Pinga, athletic
moderator.
And then of course Coach Ato.
Coach Ato.
Billy Frauendorf.
Yes, he's German.
He's United
German.
Nations.
Oh. Ray Buen Camino.
Ray Buen Camino, yes.
Yeah. That's the team.
Yeah. Wow. You were tall, kind of tall. For secondary basketball team.
My God, you were 17 years old here. Huh? All of 17 years old si Joey dito, 16 or 17.
Yung Frauendorf, parang si Boy Clarinho yung hugis ng katawan, ha?
Yeah, it's big. He's a big guy. He's German. So he's okay.
Sarap magbigay ng screen siguro niya na Joey. Nabigyan ka ng screen niya, sure ball na.
Rebound to eh.
Rebound ba?
Rebound ito, oo. Sa rebound to. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know his whereabouts
Yeah,
now.
Coach Ato was about 6'1", di ba? Yung height niya. Tingnan
Yeah,
mo,
mga
gaano
ganyan
kalaki.
din. Si Coach Ato.
High school?
Yeah.
High school yan?
Yes.
Oh, it's a big bunch of
Katakot.
players.
Parang mature na yung mga katawan namin dito eh.
Oo nga eh. May mga bigote pa yung iba.
Patay na. Look at my hair. Wow. now it's all gone.
Yeah. Tawag dyan, Joey,
Yeah, yeah.
Top Gun, ano? Top Gun na yan.
No,
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun. Airway.
Gun.
Oh, talaga naman. Skyway na ngayon eh. Oh dear. Those were the
Wow.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were
Unbeaten
beautiful.
ito yung unbeaten team. Undefeated sa NC, no?
Mm.
No, iba na to.
National
There are
students
other
to eh.
guys that left us already. Pagdating ng,
Okay.
they went up to the seniors already. At last year na
Okay.
nila ito eh.
Okay.
Tapos, Ato added new faces sa 1978 NCAA where we swept the tournament. Yeah. Wow.
All right. Ito, may nanonood na naman din.
Yeah.
Hello, Joey. Si Fortune ko.
Oy! Idol! Si Lodi!
Fortune ko.
Nabantayan mo rin yan, di ba? Si Atoy ko.
Diba?
Sorry?
Nabantayan mo rin si Atoy ko, no?
Yeah. And
That must have been hard.
there's a funny thing that happened to me. When I was Ginebra ako nun eh. I was guarding Atoy and I hit his knee. Medyo ano na rin si Atoy na, may edad na. I was still younger then. Pagtama ko ng sa knee niya, medyo nasaktan si Atoy and he was taken out, substituted. And right there and then, the next play, sinahod ako ni Philip Cesar. Kiss the floor. Kiss the floor ako. Sabi ko, talaga magkumpare.
Bumalik para kay...
Ang galing ni Philip, ni Coach Philip. Punitan ako, tatanga-tanga ako tatakbo-takbo. Kiss the floor ka. Pagkatapos mo gawin kay kumpare ko yan. Tikman mo ito. That I won't forget. And when he became my teammate, I told him that, and we both started laughing. You know.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
89 na yun, no? Naging
Philip,
teammate
ikaw
mo siya.
idol ko talaga, Philip. Ang galing mo, suabe. Well, that's all part of the game.
Right.
Yeah. But when you
what's our
were...
next photo?
Yeah, let's go to the next photo. But I was going to ask, after... So the RP team ka 82-83, and then Arellano was playing in PABL also,
which,
no?
Arellano.
PABL ba yung Arellano?
I think
So
it's PBL pa yata nun, PBL.
PABL, actually.
PABL.
Kayo yung unang champion.
Yeah, 82 ito eh.
Yeah.
82.
So you did play in the, because you never got to play in the Mika anymore, di ba, Joey?
I did. I did.
I
did. I think the last year, I think it was
81.
1980.
81 dapat.
81, yeah.
81, nag-fold, di ba?
I still remember that our coach Ike Liwanag.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Anong team yun? Anong team sa
Presto.
What team is that?
Presto ako noon. Presto.
Oh, okay.
Presto.
It's not in the list of teams. Okay.
Oh, Presto ako noon. And
So
then,
Sino kasabayan mo nun? Sa CFC?
I won't forget him. Si Ramon San Juan. Naging kakampi ko siya. Ramon San Juan. And then I think the Noel Guzman.
No,
Kakambal ni Joel.
Yes.
Kapatid ni Joel. Okay.
Hindi ko na maalala
So
yung iba.
dito
Pero
sa,
si Monza.
ito PABL to eh. PABL. So,
Yeah, PABL
sino yung mga teammates mo rito?
This one is Jojo Villapando, Jay Ramirez, Joey Cui, Koy Banal, Yambot. This is me, and then
Saan si Koy Banal dyan? Saan si Koy Banal?
Noni Robles.
Wala dyan.
Here, wala pa. 82 ito eh.
Noni Robles.
83 siya eh. Noni Robles, Jojo Guzman. This is
Ricky
Mr.
Cui.
Peralta. Ricky Cui here. Ricky Cui, I think. This
Pero
is
parang I see
Joey
him.
Cui. This is Joey
Joey
Cui.
Cui.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Fragoso, Jojo Villapando. This is 1982, and then after this one, we just beat LaSalle here, And then we went to intersecondary in Bicol, Naga,
Mhm.
where we became champions also.
Right.
And then
Okay.
83, again in Naga, talo na kami sa UV. We also made the
UV.
finals, but this time we lost. Yeah.
Flaming Arrows yan, di ba? Dati
Correct,
kasi ngayon,
correct.
Arellano is the ano na ngayon, di ba? The Chiefs.
Chiefs
Chiefs
yata.
na.
Chiefs na.
Dito
Because of
Flaming Arrows
kasi
kami
Chief
nun.
Justice si Arellano.
Yes,
Cayetano
correct.
Arellano.
Correct.
That's why.
Correct.
Kaya Chiefs sila.
100%.
Munti ka pa hindi nasama sa photo dito eh.
Ito.
Kalahati lang.
Singit.
Oh, singit sa may kanan lang eh. Diba? Pero at least, diba, nahanap pa rin natin yan. Diba? So,
Wow, thank you.
able to unearth some of these great
Wow.
photos. Of course, credit to whoever, we grabbed these photos. So, salamat sa inyong lahat. If we know who you are, we would say your name, but we don't know. So,
Wow.
yun, Arellano. Anong kulay yung uniform nyo rito? Parang purple na ba that time pala?
No, it is like burgundy.
Okay.
Mm.
Burgundy and gold.
Mhm.
Gold yellow or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I think yung pa rin
So,
ang team colors nila.
Yung pa rin ba until now? Okay.
Now
think
it's
so.
red and blue, I think.
Mm.
Red and
Sa
blue.
NCAA, parang red
Oh, I
and
think-
blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanna highlight this one. This is nothing to do with Joey. This is just thanks a lot, Mr. Sunny Lopez, because he's giving much love to us for bringing the basketball greats of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. He appreciates what we're doing. We appreciate you as well, Mr. Lopez. Thank you for watching our show.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
But just to
Thank
let you
you,
guys know,
Mr. Sunny.
pag may nagtanong, sinong unang champion sa Philippine Amateur Basketball League? Yan po yung picture na yan. Yan po yung unang nag-champion sa
Wow.
kasaysayan ng PABL. Yan,
Right,
Arellano Flaming Arrows.
Oh, see?
Wow.
That's a bit of trivia for everybody.
I think we played against DBR,
Mhm.
Development Bank of Rizal. Yun
Rizal,
sila,
yes. Mhm.
Ray Perez,
Ray Perez, okay.
Sani Cabatu,
Adonis Tierra was there, no?
I
Wala.
think
No. Parang when you say Sani Cabatu, parang kasama lang.
kasama na si magkumpare din yun.
Pati rin naman Leo Austria, di ba?
Leo Austria joined us, I think, 1983.
Okay.
After niya mag-youth. Mhm.
Yes, correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
Galing. Alright,
Yeah,
let's
naging
move on-
kakampi ko
let's
rin si
move on to
Coach
the next
Leo.
ones, please.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Next photo.
Uy.
Ayan,
Ito
si
na,
OG.
naku, nagsama na yung dalawa. Ito na.
Ayan nyo,
Marami
nakalagay,
pa.
Joey, it says from 42 to 29 to 24 to 15, now the Magic 12, RP Men's
Wow.
National Team. So yun, ganun pala yung cuts noon.
Sino to?
Asian Games. Oh, wow.
Capatu, De La Cruz, sino nasa ilalim ni
Tem
Ochi?
Kaiko. Tem Gangkaiko.
Tangkay ko.
And
And then
Gonzalo.
Dante. Then Tito Skip Akawili.
Oo.
Trainer.
Trainer namin yan. Tapos si Papa Bok. Then me. Then Willie Pearson. And then Ray
Okay.
Perez. And then Jay Ramirez. Then Noni Robles. And then Adonis. And Jojo Villapando.
Mm.
Those two guys in the middle, sa baba, who are those?
Coach Nat Canson.
Not yan.
And Coach Larry Albano.
Okay, yeah.
Ayun si Larry
Yes.
Albano nga pala.
Larry Albano.
Coach
Yes.
Larry.
Iba pa yung buhok ni Coach Larry dati, ano? Shiny pa, no?
Oh, yeah. Bagets pa.
Yeah.
Gusto ko
Bagets pa
yung-
si Coach Larry nun.
Gusto ko yung
Veteran to
t-shirt.
eh.
Gusto ko yung t-shirt ni Onchi, medyo off-shoulder pa yung dating.
Ito.
Yung sa kanan. Oo.
Ay sila
Oo
dyan, paktay na sila kay Brother Onchi.
Di ba? Kita shoulders eh. Oh, di ba?
Mga ganyan, delikading sila lahat dyan.
Na-imagine ko, yung pagpupunta silang disco, sila kagad yung
Nako,
pinagtitinginan.
delikading yan.
Tinan nyo yung mata. Tinan nyo yung mata ni Onchi.
Oh, may
May
binubulong
tinitignan
sa akin yan eh. May binubulong
Yes.
sa
Mata
akin
na
yan
yan
eh.
eh.
Oh, may naispata na siya. Tapos, pare, kausapin mo nga yan.
Yan.
Mahina
Joey
ako
yung
sa
starter,
English.
yung
Sabi ko,
Ochi
ano,
natapos. Ganun lang
Ako ang bridge niya eh.
Joey, ah.
Ako
Ikaw yung translator.
Hmm.
Ikaw yung translator niya.
Oo, sabi ko talaga ito, Chi, oh. Tara, lapitan na natin.
Nakasama niyo ba si Chong dati? Magkasama pa kayo ni Chong dati, si Joey Marquez? Naabutan niyo pa ba?
Sa,
Hindi
ano
na,
na,
PBA
sa
na.
Ginebra.
Sa
Sa Ginebra.
Okay.
Ano,
Iba.
kasama niya si Chito.
Yes.
Yun.
Mas
Mas, ano, sa national team yata, magkasama sila ni Chito.
Yeah, there's lots of Joey Marquez
Maraming
stories
Joey
that
Marquez
we've heard.
kwento eh. Kaya,
Oh.
We have to get him on this show.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I know.
Oh.
Trying, working on it.
kaya
Guys.
baka matulungan tayo ni,
Yeah.
ni Joey kung makuha natin si Chong. Maganda yon.
Okay
For
na
the
si
record,
Joey.
this
Okay.
team finished fourth, no? Joey?
Yes, correct. Fourth.
Just
Fourth
outside
kami.
the podium. Pero umalis yata kasi si Sunny noon eh.
Yeah, I think
Kabato.
I think mom or
Someone passed away. Yeah.
passed away. Yeah.
Sa semifinals.
Brother.
Eh, siya lang yata yung sentro nyo eh. Na,
Yeah.
Malaki
Si
talaga.
Tem Kaiko is al center also. Pero lahat kami, halos lahat, puro guardian na to. Si Jojo, si Adonis, maliliit lang ka lahat talaga eh.
Oo, lahat, no?
Yeah, shooter lang namin dito, si Willie tsaka si Papa Bo.
Yeah.
Tapos enforcer namin, si Onchi. Pero
Gonzalo,
natawa ako
pwede
dito.
rin.
Si Dante.
Position niya,
Dante
no?
rin. Si Dante plays also center dito. Dito kami noon. Yung nawala si Sunny, si Dante I think was
Ayan na yung isa mong teammate, Joey.
Vicente.
Si Enteng, ayan na.
Vicente.
Si
Good
I
Vince
night,
miss
also
your
been-
favorite. Sabi niya, I miss your favorite ice cream place too. Sa kayo kumakain na ice cream nito si si Enteng.
when they came here for the Legends, they came here. Si Joe, Jerry, Vince, Bal, sino pa ba? Alan, and some other guys yet. Noli. Basta one night, so sabi ko, let's go and have ice cream. So we brought them to this place called Messina.
Okay.
Google it. You will see. It's a good ice cream. So we brought them. I was with Joey Lopez and some other guys that were sponsoring the Legends game over here with Carlitos Ferrer also. And then we all brought them to this ice cream parlor, and they loved it. So I
Who
think
ate the
the
most
taste
ice
still
cream?
lingers in them.
Who ate the most ice cream out of the Legends?
I think it was EJ File.
Okay, that's understandable. I was going to say Noli Loxin, but you know,
Wala, si Noli, ano lang siya, maybe second place.
double stick lang.
Pero
EJ
kay
makes
EJ
sense,
File, talagang isang
yeah.
bucket yun eh.
Wala.
1
That is
gallon.
chili
They all
dog.
liked it. Yeah, they all liked it. So until now, the taste still lingers in them.
Yeah.
Naalala pa eh. But there's been a couple of comments saying the same thing. When Onchi was on the show, he mentioned that you love mayonnaise.
Oh!
He mentioned
Yes.
it. So a couple of guys have said it already.
Yes.
Mention nga ni Onchi. So
Very
you're a
true.
mayonnaise guy, ah?
So since I was maybe 6, 7, 8 years old, talagang Mr. Mayonnaise na talaga ako. Yeah.
Alright.
Ngayon Vegemite na.
Nako, I haven't tasted Vegemite. They
really?
20 years ka na dyan, wala
told me
pang
it's so,
Vegemite.
it's so
Not for everyone.
sour. It's
Not
so
for
sour,
everyone,
masyado daw maalak.
Yeah.
So sabi
Ganun
ko,
ba?
really? Well,
It's an
okay.
acquired taste. Acquired taste.
It caters to the
Tried it.
Aussies.
Right. Si Claudia,
Going
mahilig
back
sa
to
Vegemite.
mayonnaise,
Oo.
I'm until now, buti nga nagka-Costco na rito para American mayonnaise ang makukuha ko.
Ba't iba ba yung lasa ng
Heinz.
Australian mayonnaise?
Ah,
Iba ba yung lasa?
Iba.
Gusto mo ng
Talaga?
Heinz with a Z.
Walang
Wala,
ladies choice. Walang ladies choice diyan, ha?
Wala.
Oo.
Sa Filipino shops meron.
Mahal
Sa Filipino
naman.
shops meron. Oo.
Mahal lang.
Yes,
What's the next
mahal.
What's the next photo?
Wow.
Wow.
Yun na.
Yeah. So wait, so when did you decide to go pro? Because actually when the Mika folded and PABL was going on, but you could have turned pro early 80s, but you decided in 1984. What made you decide to go pro? There were only 5 rookies in 1984, by the way. In the
Correct.
PBA.
Correct.
Diba?
What happened is, Dad told me, "Iho, don't you plan of going to the pros?" I go, okay. But you know, Dad, I have to get my release from the BAP, from Tito Lito. Kuya, can you help me? All right. So we just went to the back office and Tito Lito was there, Lito Puyat, and said, okay, you go. Pirma kaagad siya. Walang problema. Sabi ko, okay, thank you, Tito Lito. So, yeah, that helped me a lot about that.
But if you were not going to be a basketball pro, what was your career path supposed to be? Kung hindi ka nag-PBA?
Maybe kukulitan ko si Mike Advani. Isali mo naman ako dyan sa business mo.
May pizza franchise ka na.
Correct. Because he started early sa businesses, di ba?
Yes. After Ginebra niya, he had to concentrate on his business because it was also growing. And he had to give it more attention and time. Because it was really getting big that time. So now he's doing well.
But how did you
so
end
when
up
you
at
entered
Gold Eagle?
Go ahead.
Why Gold Eagle?
Or may ibang teams bang lumapit din sa'yo? Or it was really Gold Eagle?
What happened is Coach Nat was the coach of San Miguel. All right. So I was under him sa national team. And before, you can go straight recruiting. There was no draft on 1984. So direct hiring nung araw eh. Kaya 5 lang kami nun. So wala kaming walang draft night.
Yes. Walang green room.
So he got me for San Miguel and I was the youngest nga din. Wow, kakampi ko nun si Dasalia, Lobo, Martes Saldana, Biboy Rabanes.
Correct.
Valencia, Noli Banate, Manny Paner.
Rudy
85 na eh.
85.
Rudy, I think 85 na with Abi
Magnolia.
King.
Jerry Samlani.
Jerry Samlani.
Yeah.
Yes. Gusto rin yun ni Coach Nat eh. He really helped develop Jerry Samlani.
Yoyong nandun pa ba? Wala na.
No. He was already with Country Fair.
Country Fair.
82 last year yata.
Pero naabutan ko yun, si Yoyong.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Kayo ni Dante yung rookies, di ba? For
Correct.
Gold Eagle.
Kami ni Dante. Oh my gosh. And then, after 2 years, pareho kami na sa Ginebra.
That's right.
Ni Dante.
But you nakapag-finals kayo sa Gold Eagle,
Yes, under Coach Norman Black. We played against sila Chito.
85, yeah.
And we lost.
Against
Oh,
Great
yes,
Taste.
and we lost. And then, hindi naman sa pag-ano, I was happy on my performance dun sa series na yun. Oo. Nabigyan ako ng chance ni Coach Norman Black.
There was this incident, Joey. I think I recall nasa Ultra ko, yung may konting alitan between Rudy Distrito and sino ba kaaway ni Rudy noon? Ikaw ba o si Chito?
No.
Actually, it started with B-Boy. B-Boy Rabanes.
B-Boy.
Si B-Boy.
Diba? B-Boy.
Tapos when you tell us, what happened,
Joey?
Joey?
Ano nangyari?
Yeah.
I think there was something with B-Boy and Chito or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and then, narinig ni Abe. Sabi ni Abe, sige, Chit, paano mo siya dito? Papunta mo siya dito. So, ako naman, when I heard that, sandali, wag naman ganyan. You know? Pwede naman pag-usapan, di pag-usapan, wag nang away. You know, those things. So, and then, out of nowhere, nag-ano lang yung kapatid ko si Rudy. So, wow. And then that thing happened. Tapos may nagpaputok pa yata ng baril dun.
Yes, meron.
It's a big mess.
Yeah. So, wow. Tapos,
your dad got involved pa, di ba?
Then my dad got involved pa.
Yeah. Who were
So
the
it was a
teammates
sorry
nun?
sight for me, you know.
Yeah.
I was also, wow, what's happening here? You know.
Who were the teammates? Rudy and you, magkakampi?
Yes, magkakampi kayo ni Rudes.
Yeah.
You know. But it's all water under the bridge. I love
What happened after
Rudy.
that? What happened in the locker room after that? Nag-usap kayo ni Rudy? Did you
I
talk
can't
afterwards?
recall anymore. Pero wala. Hindi ko na maalala what happened next. Basta,
Pero ang gulo nun eh. People were confused as to sino aawatin, sino
Because
magkakampi.
the way I saw it nun, parang sumaklolo ka kay Chito. Kahit kakampi mo si Rudy, parang naaway mo pa tuloy si Rudy.
I was
That's the way
telling
saw
them
it.
to stop. To stop.
Okay.
Yeah. To stop this, you know. Siyempre, automatic yun, makikita ng tao na I'm helping out my brother. But I was preventing something bad to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So, ganun.
And then when your dad came in, mas lalo ng kasi
Yes.
Oo.
nakipag,
I do remember,
nakipag-irita
may putok nga.
Ano nga hindi niya alam ang nangyayari, through looking lang, na nakikita niya, binabasa niya na, so he was concluding things already. So, hindi maganda yon, you know? So, it's a good thing everything stopped after that, no?
Pero after the game, nung nagsama-sama na ulit kayo, did you have dinner or anything with Chito and your dad after that game, o uwian lang kayo?
No, uwian lang kami. I think nagkita lang kami ni Chit.
Okay.
Kita lang kami ni Chit. We were yung kahit na magkalabang kami sa court, basta pagdating ng gabi or what, we were always together, Chito and I.
Yeah.
Kasi I remember that was a messy incident.
Yeah.
Gulo yun.
Even it was an awful sight to see. You know?
Especially because your dad, I think, was with the GAB, di ba? He was a government official at the time.
I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he was. Because he came from, he wasn't seated in the GAB section. He came from the
audience.
Like sa likod ba ng goal?
Okay.
Doon siya galing
So, but that's what I remember. But anyway, sige. Pero yun, gulo nga yun. But then eventually, naging running mate mo si Rudy Distrito rin, even in another team, in Ginebra. You guys were together, so parang wala na talaga yun, di ba?
Klase talaga si Karud. Sarap kakampi. Sarap kakampi, mahirap kalaban.
Yes!
I have a segment later. I'm gonna ask you to choose stuff. No, but I'll ask you one now. Who's the tougher guy, Rudy or Onchi?
For me, it's Onchi.
Okay.
Si Rudy, tough in a sense sa basketball,
Yeah.
Tough in a sense sa basketball, it's Onchi. Si Rudy, pagka ginalit mo si Rudy, talagang he will retaliate.
Okay.
You know? Pero yung bang kung toughness, yung talagang titirahin ka talaga or what, si Onchi yun. Talagang bubungguin ka sa sagasaka. Si Onchi.
Okay,
you know? Okay. Laking tondo yun si Onchi. Kaya do not joke with him.
Sila ni Ricky Relosa, ganun din.
Manila boy din si Ricky.
Ricky, can I say something about Ricky?
Sure. Okay, sige.
1977. I was my first year sa juniors noon. We played against Mapua. I don't know if we won or we lost. Basta all I can recall is I don't know if one of my teammates made a layup or what, and then Ricky, sinalubong ni Ricky, bagsak and something. Tapos I was in front of Ricky. I don't know, he said something to me, ikaw ba, gusto mo, ikaw susunod? Sabi ko, nasindak talaga ako. Pero mo, kabata-bata ako, talagang naano ako, natakot ako kay Ricky. And he was the Ricky Relosa na malaki na. You know,
6'5" na.
Parang senior na. Tapos with his chinky eyes and his mop hair.
The mop hair, right?
Talaga, harikiri talagang dumaan ka sa kanya. Talagang ayari ka ni Ricky. Talagang, I can imagine 1977 yun. I don't know if you will still recall. Pero I won't forget that.
You won't forget.
I won't forget that. Talagang nasindak ako.
So nung nakita mo siya sa PBA, nag-flashback? Ganun ba yun?
Yung nag-ano na siya, nag-Toyota na siya. Ito si Ricky. Sabi ko na nga ba gurang na ito Sabi ko na, sa PBA na kaagad. Sabi ko, pambihira talaga. Sino hindi matatakot dito? Sabi ko, pambihira.
High school pa lang pala, ganun na siya.
High school pa lang. Naka-trademark na sa akin si Ricky Relosa. Sabi ko, ayokong makasabay ito. Pambira. Kahit na si Onchi, hindi mananalo dun.
Sayang sana nanonood si Ricky ngayon.
Which brings me to my usual question, Joey. Yung rookie year mo sa PBA, sino nag-welcome sa'yo?
You mean
Yeah.
Welcome to the PBA, boy.
Yeah.
Your first, kiss the floor. Your first, kiss the
I
floor.
can't recall. No? Wala
Kasi
naman
Philip Cesar na
masyado.
nga yan.
Philip, 1987 yata.
Matagal na.
No, I don't recall if I kissed the floor on my rookie year.
Of course, 1984, you were not playing with
Not
Sonny
that
Jaworski.
much.
You were playing
No,
against Sonny
no.
Jaworski.
Against Sonny Jaworski.
Oh,
Hindi
against
ka
Sonny
narati
Jaworski.
chap. Hindi ka
He was-
narati chap ni coach.
No.
Yan,
No,
no? Gold
no.
Eagle versus Gilbis. Oh.
Coach was
Tapang mo, ha?
coach was
Pinantayan mo yan, ha?
challenge yun, challenge.
Challenge.
I was challenged to coach my Lodi.
No, wait,
So-
well, yeah, that's why nga, this picture shows the transition from Gold Eagle, San Miguel. In 1986, when San Miguel folded for 2 conferences,
Yes.
you transferred. How was that transfer done? Bakit sa Gilbis or sa Ginebra ka napunta? Kayo ni Dante. How did you end up?
Yes, Dante and I went to Ginebra. I don't know if they got us from Ginebra. I cannot recall. Wow, bad my memory. And then, basta naalala ko lang parati, sige, you go to Ginebra, sinasabi sa akin ni Chit. Hintayin mo lang ako dyan. Pupunta rin ako dyan. He was still with
Yeah.
Great Taste then.
Great
Tama.
taste,
Sabi
yeah.
niya, hintayin mo ako dyan. Basta mag-ano ka lang dyan, maglaro ka lang muna dyan or go join their practices already. Basta I'll be there soon.
Wow,
Okay.
okay. So nag-uusap pala kayo about it.
Ni Chit. Oo.
Yeah. Was that the first time you were ever teammates in your life in Ginebra? You and
Yes.
Chito?
Then high school,
Chit was
di ba?
all-
Di ba kayo
No,
nagkabot ng high
Chit-
school?
Hindi,
No,
nasa years
Chit
ako.
was
3
always
years away.
ahead of me.
Hmm.
Chit was always ahead of me from the amateur ranks to national team and everything, from Mika and everything. He was always ahead of me. Dito lang kami nagkakampi o nagsama. Yeah.
Okay.
But he was always ahead of me.
Ito sa
just wanna
picture
say,
na to, nakalabas na yung siko eh. Sa pool ka na kaagad eh.
Oh,
Kay
nga.
Jawo, oh.
Pero
At saka ang
Talaga.
ganda, that's very rare to see a Gold Eagle uniform kasi 1 season lang yan. Tapos Gilbis Jean na Jaworski, you won't see that uniform so often. So that's a great photo on the left.
Yeah.
Tapos on the right
Classic.
naman, ito na, anyeho na to.
Yes.
Wagi na, wagi.
Nagmamahala
This
na kayo
was-
dyan. Sa kaliwa, nag-aaway pa
Yeah.
kayo dyan. Binabantayan kayo.
But this was, I think, on the right, this was the pass I made to Mamaril.
Tumama.
Maril.
Tumama.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
yeah.
coach and I met in the middle, while my teammates went all over the court and surrounded Mama.
Mhm.
Tapos dito lang sa mid-court kami ni coach eh. Yeah. This is the time we entered the finals against Pure Foods. Oh, wow.
How was it to be in Ginebra for the first time, and then Sonny Jaworski is your coach, and Francis Arnaiz, who I'm sure you kind of idolized,
Yeah.
was also there.
86
How
kami
was
nun.
that? Yeah, how was that for you to be in that team? Were you intimidated by Sonny Jaworski in any way?
No, I wasn't intimidated. I was parang looking up to him. Pero I wasn't intimidated. I was really looking at how he was or how he goes on his practices and everything like that. How he coaches. Pero to be intimidated, hindi naman. Brad. Hindi naman.
Oh, ito na. Joey, this is you.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
This is you, ha? This is you.
Oh,
This is you.
Mama, you go here. Ha?
Makinig ka lang. Makinig kayo.
Aguilar, dito ka, Aguilar.
Makinig kayo. Dito ka, Joe. Ha? Yeah. This is you, Joe.
Yeah,
Ganun
this
yun,
is
Brad.
89 na kasi Peter Aguilar at Nandi Garcia.
Yes,
yan, eh.
correct.
Nandi Garcia.
Correct.
Sino nasa likod ni Mama?
Kaitano? Salazar?
Tano, Salazar.
Si
Salazar.
Cayetano
Cayetano Salazar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome, right?
Yeah, may nag-mention pala yung pass mo kay Mamaril.
God's
God's play.
God's play. Yeah. When they interviewed coach. God's play. Wow.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about the 1986 season when you were there nga for the first time, and parang lumalakas na yung team. And Ginebra was coming into its own, and then in the third conference with Bates and Hackett, you won the championship. So first championship ng Ginebra franchise yan. How was Coach Sunny able to keep everybody happy? I mean, the ball was with either Hackett or Bates half the time, 80% of the time. So, paano, I mean, di ba? Parang di ba naasar yung mga locals sa kanila palagi yung bola, ganon? Wala bang ganon?
Wala. Boy. Wala. No. Coach knew really how to talk things over sa amin, lalo na sa mga Pinoy. You know, he was parang looking forward, you know, kung mag-champion tayo rito, tama naman, lahat naman tayo makikinabang dito. You know, hindi lang silang dalawa, sila Hackett, Bates, hindi, lahat tayo. So, in any which way, we just have to give our best and understand the situation. You know.
Yeah.
So, everything went well. Coach knows how to talk. Talaga. Yeah. Doon ako believe sa kanya. Basta makinig ka rin sa kanya.
Yeah.
Yun ang importante, makinig ka sa kanya.
Correct.
Champion kayo dito. Si
Billy Ray Bates.
Mr. Palangka. Billy Ray Bates, si Mr. Palangka to, di ba? Si Honey Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, Honey Boy.
Senior. And that Mr. Carlos Palangka Senior here.
Yes.
On the right.
Yes, on the right. Daddy
beside Coach Sunny.
Papa ni. Yes, correct. And then Mr. Adolf Ferrer, the manager, beside Coach. Yeah, Coach Rino.
Coach Rino.
Yes.
Leo is up.
Leo I.
Yan yung mga rookies nun eh. Si Leo.
Hindi ka naka-suspenders.
And then si Michael. Yeah.
Joey Marquez in suspenders.
Yes.
Joey Marquez.
Okay. Anong kwento dyan kay Chong, Joey? I'm sure marami kang enkwentro kasi medyo clip daw yan.
Basta there was one time nagpa-practice kami sa San Agustin. Dumating ba naman yung usong-uso noon yung purungtong shorts? Yung panahon ni Dolphy, yung mga purungtong shorts noon. Nagpunta ron, nag-practice. Nag-practice yun ng purungtong shorts. Hindi namin alam kung tatawa kami o pagsasabihan namin o... But, you know... yun na naman, Joey, mapabiro o tsaka nagpapatawa parati. So, sige na, let it be. Iwanan mo na si Coach ng sumita, if ever, you know, pero marunong naman magdala si Joey eh.
Yeah.
He knows how to carry himself.
Right.
Ito nga, siya lang naka-suspenders.
Ito tatabi niya si Buhay. Si
Rolly Buhay.
Rolly.
Yeah.
And then behind Joey is Dante, and then beside is Ray Perez.
You're right. Ray Perez,
Dukot
Mama,
is behind
and
Mr.
Dukot.
Honeyboy.
And Dukot, full recovery na pala from his
Beautiful. Hallelujah.
Yes. Hopefully nga he
good
gets
news.
strong and good and we can have him on the show, right?
Beautiful, yeah.
Sa baba naman, of course, the late Ray Cuenco.
Hindi.
Is that Ray Cuenco? No.
Wait. No, wala pa si Ray dito.
Wala pa
si
Ray
Ray
dito.
That's Mike, Joey, Chito. Yun lang ang three players.
Mike, Joey, Chito. This guy is a referee.
Yeah,
okay.
And then these are utility people, yeah. Mang Turo is here
And then may bote ng Ginebra sa harap.
Oo nga.
no?
Sabi ko sana parang
4 kantos.
Branding
marka demonyo
kantos
ito Yeah. Wow.
That's great.
1986.
Wait, we have to ask everybody who played with Billy Ray Bates. We have to ask, do you have a Billy Ray Bates story for us? Because the Crispa guys had lots of crazy stories about Billy Ray Bates. So.
You know, it is kind of below the belt ito eh. So I don't know.
It's 30 years later.
Ito na lang, konti na lang. Of course, before we take a shower or we put on our uniforms and everything, of course we'll all be naked, right?
Yeah.
So when Billy Ray was changing and Coach was beside me, pagpalit ni Billy Ray, sabi ni Coach, "Oh, there's a big rat. Kumuha ng tsinelas si Coach Joe. I will kill the big rat. No, Coach. No, Coach. Ang bira. Tawa kami ng tawa dun eh.
Okay, yan.
Oo,
Sid,
sabi ko.
Sid, kailangan mo gawa ng clip yan. Ha? Kailangan
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely.
Kayo na bahala umintindi ng sinabi ko. Basta hanggang doon lang ako, Brad. Hanggang doon lang
Ito
ako.
lang. Ibig sabihin nun, dinaga si coach. Dinaga. Yun eh. Di ba?
Nakakatawa si Coach, kumuha ng tsinelas eh. Kill
Pinoy na
that
Pinoy,
rat.
no? Pinoy na Pinoy yan, chinelas. Pampatay ng ano.
Kill that rat. Kill that rat. No, Coach.
Ano yun?
Pambira, sabi ko parang
I've heard similar stories also about David Third-Kill and some other guys, but let's not go there. Let's not go there. Oh, what's the
Yeah,
next
pero you
photo,
can-
Claude?
You kay Billy
Sige,
Ray
sige.
Bates. Sige, go to the next photo. I'll just ask
Yeah,
one more
yeah.
question about Billy
Yeah,
Ray
go,
Bates.
go,
Amoy
go.
Chico nga ba talaga? Amoy Chico
Yes.
pag nakakatabi
Yes.
mo?
Mm.
Yeah.
Ganun talaga.
Sige, Claude.
Practices.
Next photo.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. But it's a cute human being. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Yung kasal ni Abby King ito, no?
Yes.
Uh,
Best man ako ni Abraham nito eh.
Then that's Chuck
Kaya
Barrero and
kinakapatid ko
Chito.
yan.
yeah.
Chuck Barrero, Chit, and Mrs. Ligaya King.
How about the other two fellows? Basketball people din ba yan?
Ano, batch ni
Okay.
Chito ito eh. Sa San Beda o batch nila Abe sa San Beda.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bakit ikaw yung best man? Hindi ba si Chito at si Abby yung magka-generation?
Brother Sid, I really don't know why.
Ganon, ha?
Maybe because when Dad recruited Abe, we used to sleep together. Si Abe was on the floor and I was on my bed.
Okay.
So close din kayo
Bahay yan
talaga.
parati, nasa
Oo.
bahay yan parati.
Oo.
Yeah. Ang haba rin ito ni Abe.
Mhm.
Kaya yan, si Abe was a part of our family too.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Well, he's a part of the AEOB family. He's been on the show twice already.
Yeah.
whoa!
Yeah.
Sa
twice
pa
na.
lang. Siya pa lang
Siya pa lang
nagda-double
twice,
episode.
ha?
Oo.
Oo.
Diba?
Si Chito at saka si Chuck din eh. Pero yun, ang lakas talaga ng San Beda.
Sa Beda.
Oo nga.
Diba?
Wow.
You gotta love the mga kwelyo. Tingnan mo mga kwelyo nung panahon na
Di
yun.
ba?
Diba?
Ano yan eh? Ano ito? Late
Ganun, no?
70s o
Oo. Early 80s.
mga kwelyong
ano?
ganyan? O,
Pero hindi yata sanay walang bigote yung Joey Loyzaga. Parang parating
Bagets,
dapat
can
may
you
bigote.
imagine, Brad, kung nasa teenager pa siguro ako nito, Brad eh.
Yeah. Diba? No,
Si
batang-bata.
Cheetos was in his early 20s. I'll be 3 years behind. So mga teenager pa ako nito.
Tapos yung buhok ni Joey dyan, pang
Oh,
Osmond.
di ba?
Osmond.
Pang Danny Osmond.
Donnie.
Donnie Osmond, di ba? Ganyan eh.
Donnie
Kasi yung
Osmond.
Yeah, so
Ay,
great.
ay.
Si Abby ba, are you
Talaga.
still in touch? Do you get in touch with Abby at all nowadays?
Lately, hindi na siya parang active sa Facebook or something.
Off the grid, yeah. He shut
Yeah,
down his
he went
account,
off the grid dahil
See?
may mga
So-
lumalapit daw sa kanya.
So lately, no. But from his friends, I gather enough hello and info about him. So
Yeah.
he's okay.
Yeah,
He's
pero doon,
looking
fighting
forward
form.
to... Sorry?
Fighting form siya dyan. Ganda ng katawan ni Abby.
Yeah. Well,
Lean na lean pa siya dyan.
Yes, he's lean machine then. Yeah. Diyan yata
Oh.
siya nag-dunk ng patalikod eh.
Reverse dunk niya. Oh.
Oo. These are times.
Yep.
Wow. Lakas
Galing.
niya.
Galing.
He also scored 60 points. I don't know if it was the same season.
Oh, yes,
or
correct.
earlier.
Yes, ano ko yun?
Yeah.
60 points ni
Naka
Abe.
60 yan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ayan, kita mo.
tama
Ayan.
naman.
Yeah, no,
You know, when
it's a
Abe
great
was talking
point.
about your dad,
Yeah.
when
Mm.
Abe
Yeah,
was
it's a
gifted
great
for the
point.
first time, he cried talking about your dad.
Yeah.
Naiyak siya talaga.
He did.
Yeah. Because your dad was
Talagang
very nice to
yung-
you.
A short story about what I recall from Abe. Because when Abe left San Beda, hindi siya nakapagpaalam kay dad.
Mhm.
Nag-ano ka agad siya, nag-Toyota, nag-IT, ano ba yun sa... Ano ba yung sa
Crown?
Mita noon? Crown something.
Crown
Motors or
Crown
something,
Motors.
no?
Crown Motors.
And then when they saw each other, when they bump into each other sa Rizal Memorial, wow, umiyak si Abe kay dad to explain his side. No? And dad supported him. Well, it's okay. No worries. At least, your career is going up. So, it's all right. Yung daddy, nagkakapan sila, but Abe was very emotional. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the thing that I recall, that I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anong what's the next photo? You have
Yeah,
to get,
I
you have to get
remember
a
na
little
kasi
in
nung
depth.
nag-guest si Abel. Yeah, nung nag-guest si Abel, that's the first time we actually had a guest cry on our show.
Yes, yes.
Because
And that was
when he
early
talked
on, so
about-
we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do.
Yun na. Caught
Diba,
off
umiiyak na
guard kaming
eventually,
tatlo
sabay
eh.
na kami.
No.
Yeah,
Sige nga, what's our
Ganun
next
na nga yun.
photo?
No, but let's talk a little bit more about
Oh!
the best player kayo,
Uy!
Añejo, no?
Yeah.
That's Romy K.
Yeah.
The great Romy
Yeah,
Quintanar.
Oh,
because we have
yes.
to,
If
yeah, you have to
Romy.
summarize it. Eh. Your Ginebra experience from 86 to 89, what was it like to be with the most popular team with Jawo with you and all of that? What do you remember from that whole experience of being with Ginebra?
Well, number one really was the response of the people, the fans. I've never seen so much people. I also have to consider maybe it's also the charisma of coach. But most is the people. You know, during our practices, it's packed in San Agustin. Practice pa lang yun. Buses outside. You know, may mga minibus noon. Talagang nakapila yung lahat sa labas. And coach will always tell us how to give it back to them.
Right.
You know,
Kinakwento
yun
nga
ang
ni JB
nilalagay.
Gayoso. Kinakwento daw ni JB Gayoso, ano ba naman yung kawayan nyo lang? Diba? The power of the hand. Yan ang sinasabi ni JB Gayoso eh. Kawayan nyo lang and the fans will reciprocate that tenfold. Basta kawayan nyo lang.
See that? So si JB after us na yun, ano? Pero si coach, terrible. Talaga naman. And pagkatapos ng practice, time for them. You have to give them the time for the fans. Kaya pagkatapos ng practice, shower kami, then we'll be out for the fans, signing, picturing, you know, talking to them, you know, maybe have a plastic soft drink in a plastic.
Yes, yung may straw na gano'n.
Oh, yeah.
Fishball, pwede fishball.
So ganun lahat. And you know, yearly, pagkatapos ng season, we will have parlor games with the fans. Meron kami mga games na yung you will go inside the sako, tapos tatakbo. Ang dami.
So whose directive was that? This was a Jaworski directive. Siya talagang may ano
or
yan.
company.
O
No,
company.
I don't think so. It's a company. It's also the fans being with coach. Siguro Toyota pa yata yun, mga time na yun. Pero they have that coach, magano tayo, get together. And coach is very open to that. You know, just to give it back to them. Just to be with them. Importante yun. Because the whole year, they're all there. You know, cheering for you. You know, buying tickets. You know, and what? Putting aside the food for today. I'd rather buy a ticket to see this team play. Yun ang inaano sa amin, nilalagay na ni coach sa ulo namin. Sipin mo yan, pampansit at saka tinapay. Anong ginawa? Binili para manood sa inyo.
Grabe.
Saan mo naman
Yan ang motivation.
Oo nga eh. Tsaka,
kaya yun ang never say die. Kaya talagang nakakahiya kung pabanjing-banjing ka, hindi ba?
But Joey, think about this. In 1988, Pure Foods came in, no? Nandun sila Alvin, sila Jerry. So glamour team talaga, Jolas. And they were the most popular amateurs. So you'd think the fans would flock to them. They did. But not as much as Ginebra pa rin. Pero kayo pa rin. Pero kayo pa rin eh. So imagine, you were able to, you know, to be more popular still than a team like Pure Foods. That's crazy. For me, at the time, what's going on here? Bakit ganon, di ba?
Naglaban pa kayo sa championship nun, all Filipino.
Kaya pa rin talaga yung ako, number 7 pa rin yun. Number 7 pa rin yun.
The living legend talaga.
Nakita ko eh.
Isa pang question. Nung nagsabay na kayo ni Chito sa Ginebra, 14 pareho. Siya nag-41, ikaw nag-14. Ano yun? Nag-usap kayo na, oy, akin pa rin yung 14, mag-41 ka na lang. Usap ba kayong ganon?
Chito just told me, you get the 14 and I'll get 41.
Okay. So,
okay. Gracioso, ha? Gracioso si Kuya, ha?
Gano'n naman si Chito. Gano'n naman si Chito.
Walang problema. Pero nung nag-national team siya, nung 1990,
14
Para
na siya ulit.
nakiusap daw siya kay Hector Calma na pwede ba akin naman yung 14?
The Beijing.
What number?
Beijing,
What number did Hector use?
4, I think.
Ah.
4?
For
I don't
Four
remember
yata
anywhere. Basta yung 14 daw, si Chito nakiusap talaga kayo Hector.
Yeah.
Please.
I think
kasi-
because also Dad was 14 in his national team yata.
Yes.
Before we move on to, kasi we have to breeze through the other teams that you played for already. But what's your favorite Ginebra moment? Your own, yung personal favorite Ginebra moment before we go to Sarsi, to Pop Cola.
I guess during the when we won the championship, and then prior to that, when we beat Powerhouse San Miguel, those are the big moments.
Yun
the
yung God's
championships,
play.
yeah.
Yun yung God's play.
Yes,
yung 18.
Mamaril.
Yes.
To
Yes.
eliminate San Miguel.
So you're talking about the 88 All Filipino. That's
Yes,
the one you're.
yes, brother Charlie. Yes.
Okay.
And that was with San Miguel. There was Mr. Ricardo Brown,
Yeah.
Brother Samboy, Hector, Elmer, Brother
Ives, all these guys.
Ives, Abed. It was a strong one.
Yeah,
And coach nila si Coach Norman. So
yeah, for everyone's information, 2 championships with Ginebra, si Joey. He had 5 championships in all. 1 with Shell and then 2 more with Alaska towards the end of his career. So 5. And then plus if you add the IBA pa, that's another championship. But officially 5 championships. Yeah. Yung IBA. Bobby Parks, no? Bobby Parks was.
Oh yes, he was. I think he just came in at the right time. Out yata ang Shell noon or something. And wala sa IBA yung Shell eh. So they loaned Bobby to Ginebra. So
yeah.
And wow, he was a phenomenal, I don't know, the yardstick of imports. Bobby Parks.
Do you consider Bobby Parks still one of the best import or one of the best?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
not only as a player but as a human being.
Oh yes, I agree with that part.
Okay.
He was something else. In and out of the basketball court.
Yes.
Minsan hindi ko siya nakita manira o manakit.
Oh, laro lang 'yun. Kahit tinira mo siya.
Talagang papatayin ka niya sa laro niya.
Yes, if you hit him, he'll get up and hit the free throws and then just run back the other way.
Yes, correct.
He'll drop 40 on you in 1 quarter.
Correct. Yun ang kanyang way na bumawi.
That's why the best import award is now named after him.
Beautiful. Deserving. Very much deserving.
7-time winner.
7-time best import naman yun. Undisputed yun.
I don't think may makakatalo na doon. 7 times.
Oh yeah, kasi no one will stay that long to play that many tournaments, especially now, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
pero yung kanya
haba naman Bobby Parks, 1987 to 1999 yun, 12 years.
Yeah.
Talaga, wow.
Nag-import sa PBA.
Kaling.
Ayan na. All-Star. Tama-tama ko. All-Star na NBA. Balikan natin itong...
Ito yung 89. Yung
89, yes.
Jawo Tumon.
Anong tawag dito? The war or something?
the end of the Cold War.
The
end of the Cold War. Sabi nga ni Dr. J, I know there's a God. Now I know why there's a God. Diba? I know that there's a God.
Beautiful.
Sa picture na to,
It's about time.
Dalawang pinaka-iconic magkatabi. Kasama yung pinaka-iconic na coach. Hindi talaga nagtabi.
Ayaw talaga.
Before the game.
Beautiful.
Tapos hindi pa handa si Sir Yoyoy dito.
Tingnan mo si Yoyoy.
Hindi nakatingin sa camera May sinabi yata yung isa sa likod, tumingin si Yoyoy.
Hindi, may sinabi si Joey. Yoyoy, mamaya pa tayo picture. Talaga?
Wow.
This is the best
did you see, Joey, did you actually see when Baby Dalupan got the hand of Jawo in the hand of Mon?
Yes, I was there in the middle.
Yeah, you're okay. How did you feel when you saw that?
Wow, I felt so happy.
Okay.
Wow. I felt so happy. Wow, I hope this is a start of...
Backtrack lang ako, di ba? You were playing with Ginebra already and you knew already na may alitan yung dalawang superstar na to. Did you get any... Walang kwento? Anong kwento nakuha mo before this game?
Wala akong ano yan. I don't know about kasi what I parang understand is Toyota pa yata yan eh. Toyota pa yung kanilang misunderstanding or whatever it is. Pero then pagkahiwalay nila, nag-umpisa na yung Beer House and Gilby's, Yun na, umpisa na. Hanggang sa naging Ginebra Tanduay, tapos Ginebra Pure Foods, dala-dala nila lahat yan eh. So, but really, I don't have any idea what was the reason.
But when you saw that nagkamayan sila after the game, nung pinilit sila ni Coach Baby D.
Hallelujah! It's about time. We're all getting old.
Speaking of Gilbis, man, si Marlo Hakutin, nanonood sa atin
Marlo, ito si Marlo. I used to watch him pagka yung national intersecondary, UV. Lakas yan, UV. Marlo, tapos si
Jumping Jack.
Arnie Tuadles.
Yeah, speaking of which, Arnie Tuadles, kasama mo dyan sa picture. What was it like with Arnie?
Well, kasi siya, more on batch ni Chito eh. Hindi ko siya masyadong...
Sila yung naging makakampi sa Great Taste eh. Sila yung naging makakampi sa Great Taste yata, di ba?
Yeah.
Chito and Arnie.
No, but here's a good question. In the practices for this all-star team, did you notice, I mean, Simon and si Sunny, di talaga nag-uusap yan? Napansin mo ba?
I can't recall if we did practice.
Okay ba? Diretsong game na lang. Pwede naman.
Basta, tara lang sa game. Kasi, ano pa ito, di ba, Brad? Yung parang on-season pa eh. Season is going on.
Yeah. Correct.
So, tapos nagkabalota sa All-Star and everything. And then, when the date came for us to play, punta na lang doon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baka inisip din ni Coach Baby eh. Huwag na akong mag-practice. Baka mamaya
magkagulo pa, no?
Magkagulo pa silang dalawa. Palaro na lang para...
Hindi ko na kaya awatin.
not too long after this, Joey, there were two new teams coming into the PBA, di ba?
Yeah.
And then, so all teams had to protect a certain number of players, and then the rest would go into the expansion pool for Pepsi or Pop Cola.
Correct.
Okay.
Sarsi,
and you, hindi ka na-protect nun.
Yes.
So how were those days like? What is the memory of Joey?
Traumatic sa akin. Masama sa loob ko. Nabigla ako and everything. But still, praise God that my dad was there. And he was consoling me and telling me, Iho, that's all right. That's part of being a professional. And, you just put it in your mind that there are other teams getting you, wanting your services. So there's nothing end of it. Okay? And don't feel sour that, Ginebra put you in the unprotected league. Take it as a challenge, Take it like a new page, It's like that these new teams want your services. Don't take it personally. One day, you never know. Coach J will also get you back. So as of now, there are other teams getting you. Take it. Be a professional. So that's it. It woke me up and said, wow. And I'm not regretting anything that I went to Pop Cola. I went to Shell. These people are very wonderful human beings that they took care of me and everything. What can I say more? I am very grateful for them.
So parang yung stumbling block that you were not protected by Ginebra turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Para
yes,
sa'yo.
I met a lot more people. I get to know more people. It widened my how do you say it? My basketball career.
You got to play under a young Yao, no?
Yao. That's about to ask.
Coach Yeng. May buhok pa si Coach Yeng noon.
Yes.
And very mild pa si Coach Yeng noon. He's a wonderful person too.
And of course, you got to play with the young guys. Pumasok na yung mga Ronnie Magsanok, Benji Paras.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, the Shell na to. Yeah. Si Moses Mulong.
Moses Mulong.
I was the one who baptized him as Moses.
Ganda talaga. Moses Mulong.
Moses Mulong.
That's I remember that term. Moses Mulong Orillosa.
Ako
But
nagbinyag sa kanya.
with Pop Cola, Diet Sarsi, you were reunited with Elmer Reyes, Marty
Yes.
Saldaña, guys you had played with before. You're back with
Yes.
them. You even got to play with Bernie Fabiosa for a
Correct.
while, right?
Yes. Si Brother Bernie,
Sarsi.
yes. Kinuha siya
Diet
ni
Sarsi.
Coach Yeng. And also, I want to also thank Mr. Elmer Yanga. He was something else. One of the best managers we all had. He was very helpful to everyone.
Yeah.
Very nice person.
And you won another championship with Shell, diba? Yan,
Yes.
that's the one.
Ito nga yun, ito yun.
So,
Yes.
So that's your
Coach
third.
Rino.
That's your third. Yeah.
Coach Rino.
Sa Shell naman,
and
Joey, sino
Boss
yung
Charlie.
kadikit mo? Sino kadikit mo dito sa Shell?
Marami na rin kayong ex-Ginebra dito di ba? Yung 90s.
yun na nga
Leo, Ray, Bobby, Ronnie was all right. Yeah.
Then Peter Aguilar came
Benji.
for a while.
Yeah. Si Benji, alam mo yung for you to scare Benji, I know a way to.
Paano?
We were both
Ano
taking a
kwento
shower. Ito si Benji, mahilig yun to pull shorts ba?
Okay.
To pull your shorts while playing, while practices, napapatawa. Ginawa niya sa akin yun. So anyway, nag-shower kami noon and everything. Bago ako pumasok nga ng shower, dun sa Ultra, maraming palaka.
Okay.
Maraming palaka. Yung pala, di nalaman ko, takot pala sa palaka ito si Higante. Okay. Gagawin mo uli sa akin yung pulling your shorts. Andali. Kinuha ko yung palaka, nilagay ko sa shoebox. Benji, parang pagbukas sa palaka. Naiba yung itsura niya Yung 6'5 niya, naging 5'6. Sabi ko, Brad, okay ba? Paano huwag ko naman ganyan? Huwag ko naman ganyan.
Hinila mo shorts ko
Alam mo na, Nalaman ko. Ewan ko kung si Ronnie told me. Takot sa palaka. Ang daming palaka doon sa shower ng Ultra.
Talaga?
Tayo siya sa akin. Yung mga bullfrog, yung malalaki, kaya mahawakan yun si Benji, naging 5'6", yung 6'5", naging 5'6". Yeah.
Tumiklop yung Tower of Power.
This group, with Boss Charlie handling it, he was
Charlie Favis.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, this group. Yeah, Jojo Martin. Yeah, Moses Mulong.
That's right.
Alan Garrido and Alan De Los Reyes. Wow.
Correct.
Sino tinalo nyo rito? Ginebra ba tinalo nyo rito for this championship?
No.
Hindi.
No.
San Miguel.
SMB.
SMB. Okay. Wow. All right.
4-1. That was 4-1 series.
Wow.
You also had si Jolly Escobar.
Jolly, yeah. Si Jolly Chocolate Man.
Chocolate Man.
Dami pala sa ulo doon.
Ricky Relosa. Don't forget Ricky Relosa.
Yes, Ricky. Eric Altamirano also, di ba?
Eric Altamirano.
You got to play with Ronnie and Eric.
Wow.
Sino itong isa? Si Totoy Marquez ba to?
Yes, Totoy Marquez.
Totoy Marquez ba?
Yes,
Totoy Marquez.
Lakas pa rin ni Totoy this time. Wow. Itong year na to, lakas pa rin ni Totoy. He was really a strong man, Totoy.
Pero mas flip si Joey, mas flip si Joey kaysa kay Totoy.
Oh yeah. Si Totoy medyo reserved pa, medyo dito, he watches everything. May mga salita niya, he watches his every move also. Right. Si Joey hindi, talagang patawa talaga si Joey Marquez.
Yeah. Ganda naman sa character yun.
Comedian talaga
Kahit sa best player interview, very shy si Totoy
pero
si Joey.
Ang napansin ko lang dito, San Miguel ang tinalo nyo sa finals. Look at the banners like Carlsberg, beer na beer, Stag. Walang, di ba? Walang nun.
Wala, ngayon lang naman
walang lockout
ngayon lang naman yung kakornihan na yan na may lockout na gano'n ng produkto Di ba? Dati, if you want to sponsor, you sponsor.
Asia Brewery lahat yan
Di ba? Wala nang team Asia Brewery by that time. Pero,
right.
Diba?
Ayan na si Ricky.
Ayan na si Ricky.
Miss you, bro. Miss you too, bro.
Na-late lang. Ricky, daming
Diba?
kwento sa'yo ni Joey kanina.
Alam mo si Ricky, ayokong kasabayan maligo.
Bakit?
Eh, paano yung... Ewan ko, tanong mo sa kanya.
Diniting mo
naman.
Iba klase akong maligo. Ang galing itago. Parang from male, nagiging female siya eh. Ang galing niya magtago. Tapos nakatuwalya. Tapos bigla lang, Joe! Naalisin yung tuwalya niya. Nawala ang kaibigan namin. Parang babae siya doon. Parang babae na lang.
Grabe tong show na to. Matindi tong episode na to.
Matindi tong episode na to.
Sorry. Sabi ko sa'yo, masyadong censored to eh.
Ang daming
Censored
locker
na
room. Daming locker room stories.
All in good fun.
Diba? Si Ricky, talaga naman. Kaya,
Dito bumawi si Joey after all these years, Ricky, oh.
Oo. Si Ricky, nako. Yan ang talagang hindi ko makakalimutan si Ricky Tick.
How many photos do we have pa ba? Just one more
I
na
think
lang.
I think we have one more.
Okay.
Sige nga, what's the last one?
Let's just check it out.
Yeah.
Joe, before you went on a short 3-year hiatus, you went back to Ginebra for 1 year.
Yes.
Diba? Bumalik ka sa Ginebra, and that was medyo downtime ng Ginebra noon. They weren't winning.
Yeah,
You
wala.
went back, right?
Mm-hmm.
94 wasn't that great a team.
Mm-hmm.
Big names, but they weren't playing that well. No, you had
mga Thunder na.
Noli Locsin, JB Gayoso,
JB was this?
Hindi na ba?
Noli was rookie and Wilmer.
That's right, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Then you had imports. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Bobby said, then you had Mitchell Wiggins, mga ganyan, mga imports.
Yes,
diba?
correct. Maki
But they weren't doing well. What was your role when you got back to Ginebra? What did Sunny J tell you? What are you gonna be? And then you only stayed for 1 year.
Ang parang as much as possible, gusto niya yung laro ko, ganun pa rin yung the time we were together. Pero iba na eh. Well, he wasn't there anymore. Pangalawa, puro mga new faces din halos itong mga kasama ko. Nothing much really. Maybe also he had other plans.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya siguro 1 taon lang ako dito after, and then nagpahinga lang muna ako.
Right.
Yeah.
Sabi pala ni Ricky, siya na lang daw magkikwento.
Sabi ko sa'yo eh. Maraming kwento yan si Ricky. Nakakatawa yan.
Hindi naubusan yun. Si Ricky ng kwento. What did you do for those 3 years? The 3 years that you were out of the
I just healed my injury muna. I had a back injury talaga eh.
Okay.
And then nagpalakas ako ng konti when it was time to do my training again and everything. And then si Mike Advani nga ang trainer ko.
Talaga.
And then 1998 I was hinire uli ako ng Alaska.
Right.
Till year 2000. And then after year 2000 I packed my bags and went to Australia. I already got I already got my residency then, so I had to go to Australia.
Joey and I were talking yesterday, guys, and here's just put this into perspective. Nung bumalik si Joey sa Alaska, 98, 99, 2000, inabutan pa niya si Dino Aldeguer, Don Aliado. These are, imagine, so he played with Marte Saldana and Etok Lobo and all these guys. Then he played also with Dino Aldeguer, Don Aliado, diba? Who are these guys? Brian Gahol, the late Brian Gahol.
Yes.
Diba? So imagine, grabe yung career eh. Ang haba eh.
And then,
And
then nakasama ko na yung Great Alaska Panayan champion sila. Johnny, Jolas, Poch, Bong, Kenneth. Wow, naabutan ko sila. And we became champions year 2000, all Filipino.
Correct.
So sabi ko, wow.
98 dapat Grand Slam kayo nun, di ba? Pero Centennial team lang.
The Centennial team, correct.
Yeah. Wow. Pero looking at this photo, makita mo, this photo talaga parang smorgasbord of Ginebra ito eh. Iba-ibang henerasyon na yung magkakasama eh.
Ibang generation.
May Wilmer Ong, may Pido Harecho, Marlo Aquino.
Yeah.
Ano ba ito? Vince Hison,
Sunny
Baldavid.
Cubs, yeah.
Oh.
Sunny Cubs
Tapos,
di naglaro, pero nandun siya.
Yeah.
Benny Cheng pala, nandyan din.
Benny,
Bennett
yes,
Ballard.
Bennett
Joey
Ballard,
Gayoso.
yeah. Wilmer.
Where was this, Joey? Where was this?
UNTV
Sa
to, di ba?
Corinthian. That is the
Corinthian.
Legends.
Practice yan, no? Practice yata yan.
2019.
Yeah, okay.
2019 sa Legends. Si Helterbrand,
nakawin si Rudy.
wala dito eh.
Wala. Pero
Yeah.
yung Alaska days mo dyan, just before we leave that topic and move on, were you a mentor to any of these young guys? I know they were calling you already Papa Joey and all of that
Papa
during
Joe.
that time, but how was it to be with guys who
Uncle
were like
Joe.
20 years younger than you, and there you are trying to teach or impart your
Wala,
knowledge
parati
to them?
na lang pagka nakikita ko silang konting nasaktan ba? O yung may nararamdaman silang sakit. Ano na kaagad, yung nauupo na kaagad. Sabi ko, pambihira ito mga ito. Mga bata pa kayo. Pambihira. Yan, hindi pwede kay coach yan. Kay Coach Jake. I mean, yun lang ang akin. Some players of today, konting kagat lang ng lamok. Nasa injured list na o ayaw na maglaro.
Yeah. That's a nice way
You
to
guys,
put it. Kagat ng lamok, yeah.
you guys are so blessed today. Napaka-iba na ang basketball ngayon. Tapos, hindi ka gaya nung araw sa amin. Baldado ka. Goodbye ka. You know that Ricky, Rosa, and Yoyoy Villamin, Bruce Brothers sila di ba?
Yes.
Si Ricky, pagkalaban ng Ginebra, susuot siya ng katsa na kneecap. Tapos, ang kanyang support, bakal. Puro nakalawang. Tapos igagasgas niya sa inyo, sa kalaban. Sabi ko, ibang klase talaga, hindi ako lalapit kay Ricky. Sabi ko gano'n. Tapos pawis na yun, kita mo, nag-spread na yung kalawang sa katsa na puti. Sabi ko, ibang klase talaga.
Grabe, no?
Ricky Tick yun.
Parang plaster sa boxing gloves yun,
Oo, di ba? Ricky Tick yun. Walang bawal noon.
Yeah. No, you played in that time na it was a
No harm, no foul
talaga.
noon,
Yeah.
Brad.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul noon.
No blood nga eh.
Tetanus lang, ano?
Tetanus, pwede.
Grabe. Yan ang sota ko. Yan ang Ricky Relosa ko. Love ko yan.
And how's life in Australia since 2002? You've been there 20 years.
I embrace it. It's my family and I are all right. Surviving like everybody else. So it's all right. It's a simple life. We go to work. We pay our bills. We have a good health system over here.
Hindi ka na naglalaro at all kahit pick-up game?
No. I have a group here, Filipino group, that once in a while inviting me to play, like Ricky Bautista, Joey Lopez, and some other guys. They invite me to play with them and things like that, but minsan sinasabi ko tama na because my job conflicts with the parang get together namin na mag-practice because I work late afternoon till sometimes early morning. So mabigat sa akin. And I'm not any spring chicken anymore. Yung 2019, yung ano namin doon sa Legends namin, konting takbo-takbo lang, namamagana yung tuhod ko. So that's just a signal na tama na. Gusto mo pa maglakad, Joey? Huminto ka na. Lakad ka na lang, huwag ka na takbo. Huwag ka ng physical games. Then na. So these guys are always there. Papawis ka lang muna. So, okay. Once in a while.
Shooting lang ng konti.
Yeah, that's it. And then leave the full basketball to them.
Yeah.
Nakamatay na.
No, tsaka you hit some big shots in your life. May mga clutch plays ka talaga, and then you step up during those big games. And you had a tendency to be parang strict shooter Pag kailangan, sunod-sunod, boom, 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 di ba? So, kaya nga Spitfire, sabi ni Pingoy, di ba?
Oh.
That's
Ito na, second generation.
Thank you, Brother Charlie.
It was,
I think it was
Joe,
Pingoy.
it was Pingoy, no? Pingoy. It wasn't Joe, no? It was Pingoy who called
No,
you.
I
Pingoy.
think it was Pingoy.
Pingoy.
I think it was
Pero yung
Pingoy.
Baby Dynamite yata si Master Joe. Antada.
Si Jonah.
Yep. Diba yun?
Ito naman,
So,
This
was
was
2018, yung
no, this was in
World Cup qualifiers.
Melbourne. In Melbourne,
Yeah.
Joey Lopez and I, we went to Melbourne to see the Gilas play.
Yeah, Gilas.
With Coach Chot Reyes and Mr. Calvin Albueva. Yeah. You know, I wanted to see Calvin, and then when I saw him, he was really taller than me. I really shrunk.
Yeah.
So about 6'2", 6'3" naman eh.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course, Coach Chot, I'm very grateful that he gave me the time to talk to the guys.
Yeah.
You know, he called me and said for me to say something to the team, and I felt humbled and grateful that he did that.
Yeah.
He even said, "Eto ang original Ginebra." Like, wow. So nice.
Right.
Nakakataba ng puso. Yeah.
Did you get to play? Did you play against Coach Chot?
No,
when you were young. You never against Ateneo. Hindi mo siya na.
No.
He's a bit
PBA
younger
na lang.
siguro. Yeah, he's a bit younger than you.
Yung kapatid niya si June, naging kakampi ko sa Alaska.
Correct.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Grabe, no?
Nice.
Tindi ng mga photos. You saw that the changes and everything, but
Yeah.
Sarap pa rin ang kwentuhan, no? Sarap to reminisce all of this, Joey.
Mag-alas 12 na, Charlie.
Thanks for sharing our stories. Kaya nga, sabi ko, all your stories pala with us, no? Anyway, we must go into our segments, right, guys? We have to already.
Yes.
So we have our regular. So that was Time Capsule brought to us by Boss Guapo Cars. Clods, do you have that? The slide of Boss Guapo Cars. Thank you for sponsoring Time Capsule, the slideshow of all the photos. Maraming salamat. There you go. Boss Guapo Cars, 0917-189-0879. One day auto loan approval. Guaranteed yan. Okay. So yun, Boss Guapo Cars. All right. So we're gonna enter our regular segments. The first of which is X's or O's. I'm going to give you some choices. Joey, you tell me your choice without having to explain. You don't have to explain.
Okay.
You tell me what your choice lang. This is brought to us by Hinilaban, Coffee and Adlay. Yan, go to hinilabanstore.com to check out their products. Maraming salamat sa Hinilaban. Okay, let's start X's or O's, Joey. Number 1.
Okay.
Tim Cone or Yang Giao?
Mahirap makaagad.
Yeah. Wow. Hindi ko masagot na. Well, winning more championships, if I want to base it that way, of course, it's Tim Cone.
Tim Cone.
But when it comes for a coach to come up with your ability,
Okay.
it's coaching.
Okay.
Yung bang, you know,
Interesting,
yung bang Coach Yeng will really would like you to come up with your own parang abilidad ba? Yung abilidad.
Yes. Until now, I see that. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yun si Coach Yeng.
Okay. That's one. Next one, Don Ampalayo or Terry Saldana?
I go for Don.
Don, okay.
Don Ampalayo.
Okay. Ito, Rudy Distrito or Dante Gonzalgo?
Pwede dalawa.
Pwede.
Pwede naman.
Ito tayo, okay.
Mukhang mahirap yung listahan.
Love ko yung dalawang yun eh.
Ito. Romy Mamarin or Harmon Cordillera?
I would love to have Romy Mamaril, but when it comes to entertainment, I would love Harmon.
Okay. All right. Oh, Bates or Hackett?
Wow. Iba rin kasi yung position nila eh. Bates was more on the outside,
Right.
and Hackett was inside.
But who's your preference from the two?
I go for Hackett.
Okay, Michael. All right. Bates or Parks?
Parks.
Parks, okay. Hackett or Black? Coach Norman or Michael Hackett?
Uh,
Yan,
um,
listahan mo ngayon, Charlie.
both.
Both, okay.
Both.
Okay. Ito, Terry Durod or Carlos Briggs?
Uy.
For experience and I go for Terry Durod.
Okay.
At least si Terry Durod marunong din mamasa eh. Pero si brother Carlos papasa talaga sa ring yun eh. Which I understand. Talagang he is a prolific scorer.
Oh, yes.
And he's a fantastic scorer.
Yes, fantastic. Ito, Jamie Waller or Joe Ward?
And Jamie
The
Waller
Reverend.
muna ako.
Sige, the Reverend. Okay. Ito, 1986 Open Conference Championship or 1992 First Conference Championship with Shell?
1986 muna ako.
86,
First time ko
okay.
kikiv ng champion eh.
Yeah, the first is always the best. Okay.
Uh,
Okay, ito. 1988 Game 4 of the Finals versus Pure Foods where you scored 28 points. Or 1988 sudden death game versus San Miguel when you passed it to Mamaril for the win on God's Play.
Doon ako sa San Miguel.
San Miguel, God's Play.
Yeah,
God's
that
play.
entered us to the final.
Okay.
God's Play entered us to the final.
Okay. Ito.
Tapos,
Sige.
I think I was the top scorer then. So sabi ko, wow, it's a good one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Mon Fernandez or Abit Gidaben?
Don Ramon.
Don Ramon. Romy De La Rosa or Ray Cuenco?
Ray Cuenco.
Elmer Yanga or Charlie Favis?
Both.
Hirap nun. Bukal ba, Charlie? Hirap
I
nun.
love them both.
Marte Saldana or Ronnie Magsano?
Ronnie Mags.
Ronnie Mags, okay. Going to Pop Cola in 1990 or going to Shell in 1992?
Can I say both?
Both, okay. As you said, both were opportunities. Okay.
Yes.
Posting up or 3-point shot?
Given the chance to post up, I will.
Okay. Yeah. You hook shot. Oh.
Tama.
And of course, given the opening, I will shoot the 3 points.
So it doesn't matter. Either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Sige. Ito. Celtics or Lakers?
You're talking today?
Ikaw, whatever. However.
If we're talking about the 50s, 60s, 70s Larry Bird time, Celtics ako.
Okay.
Over Magic. But today, I'm for the Lakers.
Okay. So
Because of LeBron.
Parang even. Okay.
I just want to watch LeBron because he's already aging. Let's
Yeah.
see if he still
Still
has
putting
it.
up
And
numbers.
he does. He still
Yeah,
does.
but his team sucks. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah,
from that.
correct.
Wow.
Sakit sa akin,
Yan
Lakers,
ang
Okay.
gagawa ko ng clip.
100%.
Yan ang segment mo, Sid, ha? Charlie
Yan ang gagawa
said
ko ng
that the
clip.
Lakers
Stating a
team
fact,
suck.
I'm not gonna defend. Hindi ako blind loyalty na hindi pwede mag-criticize. Katulad ng
Yes,
maraming, anyway,
correct.
politics yan. Jolas or Kenneth Duremdes?
Oh no.
Pwedeng vote din yan.
Okay, both.
Vote na lang? Okay. Locsin or Hawkins?
Noli.
Noli. Okay. And then this last one cannot be tie. Claude, can you show the photo, please? For the last one. Diyan ba? Sila? The ladies? Okay, it's Nora or Vilma?
Yan.
Nora or Vilma?
Patay ako sa kapatid kong si Bing.
Bing na lang pasagutin mo.
Patay ako kay Teresa din.
Noranian ba sila o Vilmanian sila?
Ang ano doon they, I think, work with them
Okay.
both, and they're very, very good with them. So, actually, si Nora, hindi ko pa siya nakikilalang personal. Pero si V, she was once a muse before.
Okay.
Sa,
So?
sa PBA noon.
So your answer is?
Siguro Vilma.
Vilma again. Okay. All right. That's
Nagalit sa akin
X's
si
or
Bing.
O's. Okay lang yan. That's X's or O's for this episode 117 of AEOB, brought to us by Hinilaban, Coffee and Adlay. Maraming salamat. Noel Zarate, your turn.
All right. So this segment is called Keep on Punching. And Keep on Punching is brought to us by Banahaw Hill Spa. Sa BGC branch, the mystical healing of Mount Banahaw in our hands, located at the second floor of the Fort Point building, the Fort Square BGC. You can call the number on your screen right there, 0956-819-3849, Banahaw Hill Spa. All right, so keep on punching tayo dito. And of course, when Joe Cantada says keep on punching, the question is,
keep on
how
punching.
do you want to be remembered dito? How do you want to keep on punching? How do you want to be remembered? Your legacy in the Philippine basketball, Joey Loyzaga.
I guess my my time with Ginebra, until now, people still remember. So I guess that's it. I mean, anywhere I go here, even here in Australia, they still remember Ginebra. They still remember God's play. And I'm very, very humbled to hear that. And they still recognize me, even though I'm old and bald. And it's after saying my name, it's Ginebra. Ginebra, always.
Incredible.
So I guess that's it. That's about it.
Maraming salamat. Of course, keep on punching. Brought to us by
Thank
Banahaw Hill Spa. Now, Sid Ventura.
Ikaw naman, Sid.
Okay, last segment brought to you by Taco Bros PH, UP Town Center. Best tasting takoyaki in the Philippines. Punta niyo sila sa UP Town Center, no, for good takoyaki meals. Okay, parang Joey, ang tanong ko naman is, you played with a lot of players, played with sa Gold Eagle, Ginebra, Shell, the RFM franchise, of course, Alaska. Marami ka naging kakamping napakagaling na players. But who were the 3 players that you did not play with that you wish had been your teammates? 3.
Well, nakasama ko siya sa All-Star, no? Pero aside from the All-Star, I think I would like to be a teammate of his, si Don Ramon,
Okay.
Yes.
si Ricky Brown, and Samboy Alan.
Okay. Together yun. Pwede yun.
No,
Yan, Samboy Alan. Package deal yung dalawang yan.
Package
No,
deal.
Package
yeah.
deal talaga.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So those.
That's a good answer.
That's it. Those are the 3
Samboy
players. Joey Loyzaga, 4 players wish he had played with in his pro career.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ang ganda nun,
Yeah.
Juan Fernandez, Brown, Samboy Alan. 3 MVPs and 1 guy who would have been MVP if he could only play the whole season sana, si Samboy.
Yeah,
Tama,
Samboy.
Samboy.
Diba?
Samboy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's great. Okay. So, tapos ka na, Sid, that's
Yes.
it. So
Again, brought to
that
you by
segment
Taco
of ours,
Bros.
that segment of, brought by that, so this segment of ours where, we have X's or O's, keep on punching, itong 3 players you wish you played with, and itong portion na to, it's called the Batian portion. This is all called the Twilight Zone. Kasi Joe Cantada would always say, pag patapos na, Twilight Zone na yon. So, Twilight Zone ang tawag namin dito. Sa last part of our Twilight Zone, Joey. Ito na yon. Yeah, you long career in basketball, so many people to greet and to thank, and I know you have your list. So go.
Wow! Meron nga!
Meron.
Dalawang papel. Let's do it,
Pasensya na,
Mr.
Brad.
Loyzaga.
At alam ko, kulang pa ito eh.
Go,
Well, okay. So can I start?
Yes.
ahead.
Okay. From of course, my Red Cubs, Ato, Bobby Rentoy, Mabolo Chunlok, Tito Olong Hokson, Tito Naning, and Tito Pablo Cuna. And then the seniors, we have Cholo Martin and Bonnie Carbonell. And then the Arellano, Peter and Bubut Kaiko, and the staff of Arellano University. Thank you for being part of my career. And of course, in the Mika, we have Ike Liwanag and the Presto Management and the Gokong Ways. And then the start of my PBA career, we have Gold Eagle Nat Canson, Coach Nat, and Coach Freddy Gonzalez, Tito Nonong Ibaseta, and Mr. Andy Soriano III. And of course, later on, 1985, Coach Norman Black, Tito Nono Ibaseta also, and Coach Mr. Boss Danding Coangco. And then 1986, we have Mr. Carlos Palanca and Mr. Adolf Ferrer. And then 1991, we have RFM, the Concepcions, Joey and Marisa Concepcion, Mr. and Mrs. Elmer Yanga, and the staff of RFM. They've been always there for us during my time. And of course, 1992 and 93 at Shell, we have Boss, the charming Favis, Coach Rino, and then 94 Tondenya, we have Coach Boss Bernabe Navarro. Thank you so much. And then 98 to 2000, of course, we have the Alaska Boss Wilfred. We thank you, Doc Soon, Master Gas, and Mike Braga, and Dicky Backman. Thank you. And the staff, the utility staff, thank you very much. And of course, one more. Architect Ray Punong Bayan, I miss you, brother.
Yan.
And Chairman Relly De Leon, kamusta kayo dyan? And then of course, ito, hindi ko kailangan kalimutan ito. Mga Jawonatics, mga Ginebra fans, talagang through thick and thin, manalo o matalo, Ginebra pa rin. Yan kayo, mga fans, kayo ang never say die. We have Beck, Bax, Josh, Emily, Beng. Kung meron ako nakalimutan, alam ko maraming listahan eh. Wala na akong maraming salamat sa lahat ng suporta nyo. Kayo mga Ginebra, maraming salamat. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's it.
But thank you.
That's everybody.
Thank you.
Whoever he forgot, pasensya na. Because
please,
there's never enough
na.
time. There's never enough time, di ba? To greet everybody that you want to greet and to thank all of them. But Joey, we'd like to thank you for coming on the show. Finally, we did it. You're here. And you shared all your stories. Maraming salamat. A long-awaited ito, and we finally did it. That's episode 117. Before we go, past birthdays this week, Franz Pumaren, Joel Banal, Boy Ihares, and Benji Chua, past guests on our show. Happy birthday sa inyong apat. And
Happy birthday.
for next week, we're going to continue our Gilbis/Ginebra month. So we will announce our guest as soon as we're ready. Okay, so we will post it on our Facebook page. So keep watching our show. Maraming salamat sa San Miguel Corporation for being our partner and presenting this show. We are powered by San Miguel Corporation. All our segment sponsors as well. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Sa ngalan ni Sid Ventura at ni Noel Zarate, ako naman po si Charlie Cuna for an Eternity of Basketball. Episode 117 is now in the books. Joey Loyzaga, more power, my friend, my brother. Russo, we'll see you soon. When you visit Manila, hey, we need to get together when you come over. Ha? Wala nang quarantine.
Punta na lang tayo Australia. Punta na lang tayo
Australia.
Hindi pwede.
Let's
Hindi nga
go!
pwede.
Yun yung bawal. Bawal yata mag-Australia.
Bawal ba?
Pwede na, international, pwede na.
Pwede
Basta
na to.
double vax kayo.
Basta marami
booster
pa mag-sponsor sa AEOB, pwede kami pumunta. Kailangan pa namin sponsors. Kailangan.
Ayos!
Wait, let's just
Anyway,
do before we go, Claude. I think we have to do the last
thank you.
slides lang. We have to do the last slides lang, Claude.
Yeah.
Before we close the show, no? No more. Okay, no more of the last slides. Just
Okay, so I
continue
just
watching
want to
all the
thank you
shows on the
guys.
network. Yeah, salamat din, Joe.
Brother Charlie, Brother Noel, Brother Sid, and the whole cast of AEOB. Thanks
Yes, sir.
for having me.
Joey. Thank you.
AEOB.
Salamat.
And grateful.
All right.
All right.
Thank
God
you.
bless everyone.
God bless
Ingat,
everyone.
ingat, Joey and the rest.
Yep.
We love
You
you all.
guys
See you next
too.
week.
Yeah.
Ah,
Keep safe,
PBA na,
brother.
PBA na, PBA na.
Stay
Adios.
safe. Stay safe, everyone.
Adios.
Adios.
Right.
Gracias.
Thanks,
Recuerdos.
Lods.